Okay, so yeah, so let's get started today. So today I'm very, very excited, but at the same time, I really want to, like help you understand today what is sales and how does it primarily help. See, before that, I would like to tell you that majority of us, in fact, do not love sales. We do not love sales. And that's the most important challenge that we all face for the reason because sales, to my mind, is not something to run away from. It is something to be embraced to. It is a very, very integral part of a whole life, this complete system for that matter. If you really look at it, we have been selling ourselves throughout the life. Whether we are selling ourselves as a great parent to our children, whether we have been selling to our spouses that you're a great husband or a wife. If we've been selling, when you take a job, you sell your candidature to the people who are the selector community. And every bit of it, when you're actually like buying a vegetable, you negotiate, and that is also a part of a sales. Right. So sales is basically by default, it's into the system that we have it. The only thing is when we officially call it, this is sale. So we've got a different kind of a feeling altogether about the sale. We feel sales is where, like we have to push somebody and people will say, no, no, we are not interested. And you can't take a rejection like that. You're not meant for, you've got a high profile. You're so educated. How can you take a rejection? These are the kind of a challenges I would say, which doesn't allow us to even step in and step forward. Even the first step, it doesn't allow us to take it. And that's the biggest challenge we have it today. So before we do anything today, I would like you to understand and change the perspective that you have it towards the sales. And that perspective is what? It is a perspective where you need to understand that if you want to venture into a business, sales is number one, is an integral part of it. Initially, the amount of time that you spent in learning the things, I mean, it was 70% or 80% of what we were investing your time to learn the things, to understand and master, like, what the career counseling is all about, what DMIT is all about, what mid-brain is all about, what study skills is all about. All that stuff that you've been learning, and thereafter, like, when it comes to the time that you have learned everything, and this is the time to actually reach the people, sell the product, make the difference in their life, and also get benefited, we completely miserably fail. Why does it happen? So I think, the reasons can be many, but I truly understand a couple of reasons which are very there because I've been interacting. I've got a community of 5,000 people, ever since 6 years, 7 years. In fact, I've been helping the people to actually like, become a career counselor, not only career counselor, the holistic development. We've got many, many programs. This is the first step that we actually help you to start so that you can build up and, like go to the next level and launch mid-brain activation study skills. But if at all we get stuck to the first level, how are we going to get and like, build up the business to the next level? You have the customer who are already ready to buy a product. You have the customer who got a trust already being built up on that. Now, this is the time you can tell them, "Ki, fine, I'm launching this. Would you be interested?" They're very interested. The only thing is, you're not even reached the level because the level number one, where you don't have a customer at all. Why don't we have a customer at all? So it is not a very difficult science to understand that because if you really look at it, who is your customer and all this stuff, we'll talk about it. And I think the children are everywhere. Every nook and corner, every next door, you have got a child, right? The only thing is, how do you reach them? How do you convince them? So the idea is that are we lazy enough not to reach them? What it is? Are we, so ultimately first let's understand कि हम कर क्यों नहीं पाते हैं, why we are not able to do the same challenge. जो सबसे बड़े सेल्स चैलेंजेस है, अगर इसके अलावा भी है तो यू कैन ऑलवेज राइट इट डाउन इनटू द चैट विंडो. द वेरी फर्स्ट इज यू डोंट हैव अ स्ट्रैटेजी. स्ट्रैटेजी ठीक है, डिस्कस करी थी एक बार, थोड़ा सा आइडिया है, बट उसको एग्जैक्टली exactly कैसे इंप्लीमेंट करना है वो नहीं पता. ठीक है, अच्छा नहीं पता तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, इफ यू डोंट नो, बट इफ यू आर नॉट इवन आस्किंग देन देयर इज अ चैलेंज. करेक्ट. And there are a lot of systems, a lot of things, how much of time that we actually invest to understand that how do we sell a program, how do we sell a product. सी सेल्स का एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट है. हमको लगता है कि सेल्स इज ऑल अबाउट टेकिंग अ मनी फ्रॉम द पीपल. इट इज नॉट दैट. It is value. It is basically an exchange of value that we do. So the people who are more rich, they have added more value to the lives of other people. Except if you have actually done the smuggling and actually got rich is a different story. But if at all on the right organic way, if you've actually like got rich. So there's some value add that you've done it to the people, and in return of that, they have actually given you the money. So you found that like spending that kind of a money and availing the service is more profitable. So whatever amount of time and the money that you invest into, the 10 times of the value, if you don't get it, then it's not worth it. So therefore, like any point of time, the best way to actually sell the thing is to whatever the amount of money that you're charging, you have to provide 10 times of the value. The person instantly should get to know, and he should actually be able to get the 10 times the value instantly. So that is what the sales is all about, so that it is a win-win situation. While you are taking the money, you are adding a service. Guru Dakshina to pehle bhi hoti thi na. I mean, like for how long? And without Guru Dakshina, your shiksha was not completed. Your I mean, this was not like your gyan was not completed. So ultimately, at the end of it, so you don't have to shy away that like you find how do I collect money, how do I charge? You're adding a value. You are investing a lot of time onto the child. So why not you? Why you deserve it? Even for that matter, the people who can't really afford it so much, even if you're charging 100 rupees, you must charge it. That is what is my suggestion to you. And I ultimately 2.5 decades I've been into the sales. I've been heading organizations. I mean, 5,000 people under me, directly, indirectly, sales managers, sales training people, trainers, and everything. I've gone to a completely different level. I've risen to a different level. And from there, I started my business. And when I started the business, I was, though the CEO, but I was the only one. Correct. I was the only one. I started like that. The platform where you are today, I started like that when I was the peak of my career in 2010 in DLF. I was drawing a salary of 2.75 lakh plus other perks. That was the salary I left, knowing nothing about the business, got into the business, and then I started thinking, karna kya hai? So I just one fine day, mind mein aaya ki karna hai to karna hai. That is it. I can tell you the stories, you can't believe it. You can't believe it. It was not easy. Like, we had built up the business onto like, onto such a terrible times that we've seen you can't even imagine today. I mean, today is the time when both my kids are like studying in USA in one of the best universities today. But there was a point of time I didn't have the money to pay their fee. I mean, the monthly fee. They were studying in MIT International, Mayur Vihar, that's in Delhi. And that is where I was like, I used to take, he like, okay, I mean, I never used to pay 3 months. They said, okay, fine, you start paying 1 month. I'm talking about that kind of a scenario. They're very interesting tales. I have it to share with you, but I think if at all I start sharing with you, I mean, the time will fly and perhaps the main purpose will be defeated. But what I'm trying to say, ultimately, whosoever builds up and reaches the level is just not a pure luck. You have actually built up a lot of failures for that matter. And the number of failures I would have seen, I don't want anybody to see that failure. I've seen success thereafter. I've seen a major success thereafter. I'm not saying I'm a billionaire, but I'm making money. Period. I'm making money. And I'm making money because I built that over with. Now it's been 11 years. First 4 years was a complete struggle for me. Complete struggle. But then there was a time that came in. So the idea was when I actually got into it and I started making a business partner, I wanted to launch a model and share with them where they feel that yes, there's something such organized thing that they've got it. But my organized is de sakta I can give it to you, but you have to walk. You have to walk the path. I give it this much, you make a maximum out of it. That is what the attitude we need to have it for the business. So I feel very bad if at all I say you find the systems laid out, everything there. You have a number you can call upon, but why is that like, you have to really just give it up? I mean, giving it up has never been a solution for anybody. Otherwise you can just completely continue to keep on burning money and then there's nothing going to happen. So you have to just like, first is the mindset. You have to achieve, you have to have a business mindset. I'm not particularly talking about any one person, but looking at the poll results, I was quite like, taken aback. I mean, this is not something that I wanted my mentees, my people to be in. I wanted like, I truly want that you should actually be like, making money. You should be thankful to the God. You should be thankful for this opportunity to God. But you have to work. You have to actually like, make sales as something that you love it. And it's not like forcibly you have to do it. You need to understand you're making a difference in the life of people. And when you're making a difference in the life of the people, you have the right to take money. You have the right to make people feel happy. Your family deserves happiness. And money definitely brings happiness. right? So why do you, I don't believe into the system that you don't buy anything, you don't like, you don't charge anything, you continue to keep on suffering and keep on providing the value. Your neighbor comes, says, "Ki, fine, please do a free DMIT, please give me a discount." Why are you supposed to give a discount? When you have the value that you're giving and add value and you're confident about the value that you're adding, you don't have to give a discount to even anybody for that matter. Right? Why do they not actually like encourage you and like say, "Ki, fine, I'll pay you more"? Why do people ask discount? So anyway, I'm not getting into those emotional stuff. I'm getting a little emotional, but I just want to tell you this thing. Ki today is the day when, I mean, it will be completely up to you. Like the idea is today is the day. You need to understand one is the product, second is the sale, and you have to balance between them. If you're spending 1 hour or 1.5 hours in doing a counseling, another 1.5 hours you have to spend, or at least 1 hour you have to spend in doing the same thing. If you can do that, this webinar makes sense. If you cannot do that, it doesn't make sense to you. Nothing in this world can actually help you. Then उसके बाद होता क्या है, वो 3-4 लोग जो होते हैं उसी के पीछे हम भी follow up करते रहते हैं, and that is what we do. We get some inquiry, somebody casually inquires, but we don't make an effort. What is the effort that we are making? हमने उसमें वो फेसबुक पे डाल दिया, स्टेटस पे डाल दिया, व्हाट्सएप के, थोड़ा बहुत हमने कहीं और डाल दिया, मे बी इंस्टाग्राम पे डाल दिया, व्हाट्सएप पे बहुत सारे फ्रेंड्स को भेज दिया, नाउ वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग यार कोई ना कोई तो आएगा, रिजल्ट आएगा, नाउ द व्हाट्सएप विल कम इन, दे वुड हैव सीन, अब वो टिक आ गया, ब्लू टिक आ गया, नाउ द थिंग्स आर गोना कम. Doesn't work that way, yeah? It doesn't work that way. I mean, with the free platform, the business doesn't happen. आपको लाइक्स मिल सकते हैं, फ्रेंड उसको हार्ट दे देंगे, दैट इज ऑल. बट दैट्स नॉट अ बिजनेस. कभी एक आध आ गया तो इज अ डिफरेंट स्टोरी ऑल टुगेदर. वो भी डिस्काउंट करवा लेगा, फ्री में करेगा. व्हाई डू यू वांट दैट? यू डोंट रिक्वायर दैट, राइट? सो व्हाट डू यू रिक्वायर? व्हाट इज द सिस्टम? यू नीड टू हैव अ सिस्टम. देखो, 3 4 5 करना है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. यू डोंट रिक्वायर दिस वेबिनार. You actually like can do it yourself. But if you truly want a system and understand the system, then yes, you have to then understand ki what I'm going to be talking about. So are you ready for that? I mean, I would like to understand from you, are you ready? Do you have that fire in you? Should I take it as like, you are here to make a difference in the lives of people and yourself? If you just type yes, type ready. I just want to see that. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. The energies has to be a little more, I feel, with the number of people there are in the room today. Either all of us will start making money in the next 25 days, or else, I don't know. We need to make it, correct? That's the thing. So we work without a strategy, without the inquiries. We have no sales routine, fear of losing money on paid campaigns, inquiry don't get converted. ये common challenges हैं जो हमारे साथ होते हैं, है ना? बट एक चीज है, हमको लगता है लाइक वी बॉट द अपॉर्चुनिटी, नाउ दैट्स डन. ठीक है, राजुल श्रीवास्तव सेड देयर इज नो फर्दर इन्वेस्टमेंट इन दैट. ठीक है, उसमें नहीं है. बट कार तो खरीद लिया आपने. कार चलाने के लिए यू नीड अ फ्यूल ऑल्सो ना. हाउ डू यू मार्केट इट? मार्केट करना है तो या तो मेहनत कर लो, इधर यू स्टार्ट वर्किंग or you start spending money with the Facebook. You're not giving it to me, but you have to actually capitalize. You need to actually like have something, some tools or something from where the inquiry will continue to keep on flowing. So continuous flow of inquiry is extremely important, extremely, right? So वो system होता है, वो business होता है. When I started, let me tell you, I've so far in the Facebook, I've spent genuinely more than 2 crore rupees, right? And 2 crore rupees in over a period of time. I mean, people do ask me, Rajul, how 2 crore is not a mean. And I tell them, I say, ki fine, 2 crore rupees, not something that had gone out of the pocket. If I had spent 2 crore rupees, I would have made 6 to 7 crore cost share. I've actually like, spend the money out of the money that actually like got it. So important to understand is we need to understand the difference between the investment and an expense. That is very important. बट एट द फर्स्ट प्लेस उनको लगता है नो, पैसा जा रहा है, बट वो जाएगा नहीं तो आएगा कैसे? दैट मनी विल हैव टू गो एंड द मनी विल कम टू, है ना? सो दैट इज समथिंग दैट वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड. सो इंपॉर्टेंट इज कि आज जो हम समझेंगे, विल अंडरस्टैंड द सिस्टम. सिस्टम जो कि काम करता है, सिस्टम जो स्केल करता है, सिस्टम विच विल टेक यू टू completely the different level, right? So that is the strategy that I'm gonna share with you. And this strategy, you may know, actually, there is nothing different that I'm going to be talking about today. But I'm going to talk into a structure so that you understand in a layman's language why it is important, what is important, and if you want to take it to the next level, you today will have an opportunity to take it to the next level. So let's understand that. तो हम ये बात करते हैं because the survey that I did, I realized that there are a lot of people, somebody want to earn 50,000, somebody want to earn only 25,000, somebody are happy with 1 lakh rupees, somebody is happy with 2 lakh rupees, somebody is happy with 3 lakh rupees. Everybody wants to make money. But at the same time, they are not sure what the routes are going to be. So idea is, I've taken 1 lakh rupees strategy because if you can make 1 lakh, just for 50,000 kamana hai, you can earn 1 lakh rupees, take 50,000 home and donate me 50,000 rupees and I'm happy for friends. I can do this. There's no problem with that. Right? So there's no problem. If you want to make 50,000 rupees, make 1 lakh rupees, donate me 50,000, keep 50,000 rupees. I'll be very happy with it. Okay. Second thing is that if you want to make 2 lakh rupees, इसको double कर दो. 3 lakh rupees करना है, इसको 3 कर दो. Strategy same है, system same है, right? The only thing is this. If you want to make 25,000 rupees per month, then to, I mean, organically you can just do that. कहीं से भी just references ले लेके you can try to do that. Maybe महीने में 4-5 तो मिल ही जाएगी, कोई दिक्कत है नहीं, right? So let's understand. 1 lakh की strategy को समझते हैं. So one report per day into 20 working days. 20 working days is fine, isn't it? We don't have to continue to keep on working for all the 30 days. So 20, मतलब 4, 5 हो जाए 20. 5 दिन रोज अगर हम 5 दिन काम करते हैं, 5 हो जाए 20. So in a week, 5 days we are working for 4 weeks, we are working for 20 days and we are doing one sales per day. और उस सेल से हम सिर्फ 4,999, 4,999 रुपए we're gonna charge. So 5,000 rupees per report we're gonna talk. So revenue क्या है हमारा? 1 lakh rupees है ना. ये 1 lakh rupees का ये एक्सेल फिगर है ना. So if you get one customer every day for 5 days, which means you are going to make 1 lakh rupees per month. If you are not going to get one customer per day, you are not going to make 1 lakh rupees per month. Simple hai. If you want to make 2 lakh rupees per month, you get two customer per day for 25 days. If you want to make 3 lakh rupees per month, you work for 30 days and make two customer per day, 16 to 5, 3 lakh rupees ho gaya. So calculation to simple hai. We all can do the calculation. We got a calculators, we got a this thing, we can do that. But calculation doesn't give you money. What gives you the money is the revenue को हमको अचीव कैसे करना, isn't it? तो हम पहले 1 लाख रुपए का एक मास्टर वो प्लान लेके चलते हैं टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट. तो विच मीन्स हमको 20 स्टूडेंट चाहिए हु विल पे अस 5,000 रुपीज. ओके. अब 20 स्टूडेंट के लिए हमको पेरेंट्स कितने चाहिए? बिकॉज स्टूडेंट डजंट टेक अ गिव अ लाइक दे डोंट टेक अ डिसीजन. इट इज द चाइल्ड, द पेरेंट्स हु टेक अ डिसीजन. Now their siblings also. Many of our times, like many of our mentees, what they do is if they actually they sell it to one parent, they got a child who require a career counseling, and the child who is 7, 8, 9 years old, उसके लिए DMIT कर देते हैं. That is okay, है ना? और sometimes एक ही एज ग्रुप में दो चिल्ड्रन होते हैं तो वो हो जाते हैं. तो ultimately, once the trust is built, they'll do it for both the kids. So ultimately, you don't require 20 parents, you just require, a 14 parents. किसी के दो सिबलिंग्स होंगे तो वो वहां पे हो जाएंगे. तो दैट इज द वे. 14 पेरेंट्स आपको चाहिए. ओके. नाउ हियर इज लाइक सो फार सो गुड. आई मीन देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम इन अंडरस्टैंडिंग. अब नाउ लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज द कस्टमर्स प्रोफाइल. इंडिया की पॉपुलेशन है 140 करोड़, इजंट इट? एंड वर्ल्ड की पॉपुलेशन क्या है? 800 करोड़. तो इंडिया की पॉपुलेशन 140 करोड़ है. नाउ इफ यू रियली टॉक अबाउट द सिटी वाइज एंड ऑल स्टफ, दैट कैन बी डिफरेंट, बट या. सो 25 करोड़ स्टूडेंट्स हैं इसके अंदर जो 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 पढ़ रहे हैं, स्टडी कर रहे हैं ऑल दिस स्टफ, और उस 25% में से भी रफली अबाउट लाइक 7-8 करोड़ होंगे जो बेसिकली 9, 10, 11, 12 में पढ़ते हैं. तो स्टूडेंट्स के नंबर्स की प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, राइट? उसमें देन वी हैव टू सी कि कितने लोग होंगे. तो लेकिन पेरेंट्स का प्रोफाइल क्या होना चाहिए? लेट्स नॉट गेट इनटू सो मच ऑफ दिस थिंग. और शार्क टैंक पे जरूरत पड़ती है, यहाँ की हम बात करते हैं. पेरेंट्स प्रोफाइल क्या होना चाहिए? पेरेंट्स प्रोफाइल होना चाहिए जिनका बच्चा 13 to 25, अगर आपके पास DMI की है तो इवन 4 to 25 years है, इट्स ओके. So that's quite a large. We are covering everything for us, and I'm sure majority of the people would have it, and majority of the people have most of the people have got a new software, है ना? So parenting mindset is something that is that is to be done. So parenting mindset का मतलब ये होता है कि it's not that you've given a birth to the child, so you're a great parent. There are certain parents who have a parenting mindset. They understand the importance of education, and accordingly, they actually are ready to pay. They are ready to invest into the child. They're ready to, experiment onto the child, and that is what it is. So we don't have a market of all the 100% parent, 80% parent who doesn't have a parenting mindset are not interested. It's only 20% parents who have a parenting mindset, and these people are there even in the small district or even the tier one, tier two, tier three city. Because that parenting mindset is not respect to a city. It is not about the city. Rather, the people who are into the smaller city have got a bigger vision that I've got a child and I want to send the child to a different country or maybe to the metros where a child can run because everybody wants to give a better life to the child. तो देखो पेरेंटिंग माइंडसेट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है उसके बाद होता है डिसेंट इनकम लोगों के पास नहीं भी होता है अगर 5,000 रुपए भी आप करियर काउंसलिंग का चार्ज कर रहे हैं ना 5 to 10,000 एवरेज पीपल विद अस आर चार्जिंग 8 to 10,000 रुपीज बट अगर आप 5,000 भी चार्ज कर रहे हैं क्या 5,000 रुपीज द चाइल्ड पर्सन हु स्पेंड सो मच ऑन टू द मनी टू द पेरेंटिंग क्या उसको 5,000 सॉरी पेरेंट्स स्पेंड लॉट ऑफ मनी इन टू द एजुकेशन ऑफ चाइल्ड don't they have the 5,000 rupees to spend one time that's going to decide about their life 23 years you graduate and 60 years you get retired तो 37 years का जो आपका प्रोफेशनल करियर वो एक सही डायरेक्शन में जाए यू डोंट हैव अ स्ट्रेस इट शुड नॉट बी डैमेज लेटर इफ यू वांट अ कंप्लीट स्ट्रक्चर्ड दिस थिंग अबाउट द करियर काउंसलिंग तो क्या 5,000 रुपीज अ बिग थिंग विच यू डोंट इवन while you go and travel across, I mean, एक local travel पे आप 5,000 रुपीज शायद spend कर देते होगे मूवी पे 2,000 2,500 रुपीज spend कर देते होगे so idea is that the parents having a parenting mindset would not mind doing that. Even if they got an income of 40, 50,000 rupees, they will still do it. They will still do it because it's a one time. Important is they'll do it only when they understand the need of it. If they don't understand the need of it, they will never do it. The person who understands the need of it, then price is not a barrier. अगर उसको ये नीड समझ आ गई ना तो वो 10,000 15,000 देगा बट नीड समझ नहीं आएगी ना आप 500 रुपए में भी बेचोगे ही विल नॉट गिव इट टू सो लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द माइंडसेट वी ऑलवेज थिंक द इजीएस्ट वे टू डू इज टू गिव अ डिस्काउंट टू सेल इट फॉर अ लेसर एंड वी कीप ऑन सर्चिंग द पीपल एंड वी से राजुल सर वो तो 3,000 रुपए में बेच रहा है राजुल सर वहां मैंने देखा था वो 2,000 में करियर काउंसलिंग कर रहा होगा करने दो बट दे वोंट सर्वाइव जब मैंने बिजनेस स्टार्ट किया था देवर पीपल आई यूज्ड टू डू अ मिड ब्रेन एक्टिवेशन वर्कशॉप दैट ब्लाइंडफोल्ड स्टफ आई डिड 100 ऑफ देम उसमें क्या होता था देवर लॉट ऑफ पीपल हम लोग बेचते थे 13,900 10,000 से स्टार्ट किया था 14,000 पे पहुंच गए थे करेक्ट बट देन देवर लॉट ऑफ पीपल जिन्होंने 10,000 से स्टार्ट किया वो आगे 6,000 एंड कुछ टाइम बाद दे डिड नॉट एग्जिस्ट on the other hand, they were bigger organization, very big organization. They had a posh office. They invested crores of rupees, and they are selling the franchisee for 5 lakh rupees. It was just the beginning of it. People were asking a mad money. But and I used to see them as a very big. I used to inquire when walk into their office. It was so lavish, and I was all alone. There was nobody in front of me. तो उसमें क्या होता था पता है जब मैं जाता था थोड़े टाइम बाद जीएमए करके थे जीएमए करके देयर वाज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एकदम इनिशियल लेवल पे आई थी बिग मनी दे इन्वेस्ट इन लॉट ऑफ मनी फाइनली दे वर नॉट इवन एंड जितने भी बड़े प्लेयर्स थे ना वो गायब और जो छोटे प्लेयर्स थे वो भी गायब द बिगर प्लेयर्स वैनिश द स्मॉल प्लेयर्स वैनिश द प्लेयर्स हु कंटिन्यू टू कीप ऑन मेकिंग अ स्मॉल मूव लाइक मी हु सर्वाइव हु मेक द मार्क राइट आपने कितना ब्रांड बिल्ड किया नहीं किया उससे कोई मतलब नहीं What is important is कि आपके पास पैसा है were you profitable I wanted to be profitable I was not interested कि कितना बड़ा ब्रांड बनता हूँ I was interested I should give a decent life to my kids I did it both my kids are studying in USA I'm able to afford that number two and when there was a time when I was broke so ultimately please understand it is the story which anybody and everybody can write right? I'm not trying to brag upon that. I'm just trying to tell you the realities. So you have to step by step, you have to build it. So parents profile में आपको ये चाहिए parenting mindset, decent income and online purchase profile. ये होना चाहिए. ठीक है? Now coming to where do you find them actually? You find them everywhere because see ultimately today career counseling is what? क्या है career counseling? Career counseling is not a curriculum which will vary from India to Japan, isn't it? It's going to be there for everybody, everybody. So ultimately, at the end of it, we need to understand that whether the child who is in India or the child who's in UAE, Singapore, or Canada, or USA, or Australia, wherever, I think you've got a market everywhere. So this is the thing. तो अब सबसे बड़ी बात है जब सब जगह मार्केट है, the people are there all around in your society, in your city. You've got schools like if you're in Bangalore, the Bissett Cottons, National, and a lot of other schools and different cities. Got a Christ University and lot of such things like you got beautiful schools, everything. तो आपको ये पता है कहाँ पे आपका टारगेट ऑडियंस है? ये स्कूल है, स्कूल के अंदर फीस अच्छी है, पेरेंट्स कम्स इन. All right. So how do you reach them is the big thing. अब हमारे पास तो सब जगह बच्चे, मतलब everywhere you have parents है, school है, teachers को जानते हैं, सब कुछ है, मतलब we have it abundance. The only thing is how do you reach them? You feel shy to actually ask them, कि sir, I'm doing this. Can you give me the reference? है ना? So how do you reach them is the big one question. तो इसकी दो strategy होती है simple. एक होता है कि organic marketing और दूसरा होता है paid. है ना? So what is organic marketing? Organic marketing where you don't spend the money and you try to build it everyday basis. Every day you are posting something onto the Instagram, social media में post कर रहे हो. You are posting your videos at times. And there are a lot of things that you can do to build it up, but it takes time. 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 1 year, whatever. And so ultimately, organically, you're building, you're trying to continue to keep on giving a values. Like there are a lot of people who are pro camera and they like get the content written from ChatGPT and they create a plan for this thing, then they just pick up the thing. They're the natural speakers, but they pick up the camera and they just like speak out. Some people takes an interview of, for example, if you are a career counselor, it would not be a bad idea that if you're taking an interview of an Air Force guy, the person who has been into the Air Force and talking about the career in Air Force. Next week, you can actually take an interview of a person who's a chartered accountant. Third week, you can take an interview of a banker. Fourth week, you can take. So ultimately, that's engagement, that's business, right? You are not getting anything directly. But once your image and credibility is getting to a completely different level, and ये हर एक के बस का नहीं है, सब लोग comfortable नहीं होते. I understand. But for the people who are comfortable, I'm just telling you, I'm giving an idea. You do it, otherwise I'll do it. For sure. So ultimately the thing is कि I'll be more happy if you do. So I'm not saying that this is the only thing, but yeah, continue to keep on. It's not that anything. I've seen into the post like people just spark anything. अपनी शक्ल दिखाने के लिए कुछ भी करते हैं. The people who are very good and कुछ कुछ अदाएं करेंगे and just do that. There's nothing wrong in that. But what I'm trying to say is कि value add करो. You add a value into the life of people, which is very, 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 very important. So who continue to keep on doing it. So organically, when you're touching the people you're getting subscribers and all this stuff. And then like, then once eventually like 5 posts के बाद आप अपना एक कोई वो भी डालते हैं, this is what you do. The people start getting aware, then the testimonials, then you some clips and everything. So that's a continuous process and the complete innovation continue to keep on doing, which if you do it, it is great actually, like it will bring you credibility, right? But it takes a longer time. Paid marketing क्या होता है? Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google. But जो best मेरे को लगता है that is the paid marketing is the Facebook and Instagram, right? Google में क्या होता है? It is very high cost. But Google में क्या होता है? The people who are searching for it, they come to you. So the inquiry is convertible because these are the people who are interested. Therefore, they search onto the Google. आजकल AI में आ गया है. They're searching into the AI. आपको वो लीड मिलती है, right? So ultimately, the idea is that will get converted. But उसमें एक और चीज है, because you are appearing on the Google first page, तो आपका है तो बाकी सारे भी तो लोग हैं, तो person will call upon everybody. So you are getting into the price war. So I believe in cooking your own dish, and then eating it. So what I do is I say Facebook and Instagram because lead cost cheap होती है. There's a system. एक बार आपने system समझ लिया, then you are good at it. So paid marketing में Facebook and Instagram is the like cost effective marketing, and it generally is profitable for majority of the people if you are not doing the things wrong. So then it is profitable. Correct. तो ये दो तरीके होते हैं marketing के. Now, organic marketing में और भी तरीके होते हैं. We'll talk about it. Now, let's understand the difference between the organic marketing and paid. ऑर्गेनिक मार्केटिंग में इनिशियल केस की जो कॉस्ट होती है दैट इज लो, एंड पेड मार्केटिंग में जो होती है वो बहुत हाई होती है. तो क्योंकि क्यों हाई होती है, क्योंकि अगर आप फेसबुक इंस्टाग्राम ऐड कर रहे हैं तो पहले फर्स्ट वीक तो ये लर्निंग में चला जाए. विच मीन्स अगर आप जा रहे हैं तो आपके पास 4 5 6 7 हजार का बजट होगा तभी आपको जाना है. और क्योंकि क्या होता है, कभी कभी क्या होता है, एक दिन में एक भी इंक्वायरी नहीं है, अगले दिन यू गेट 4 इंक्वायरी. है ना, इट टेक्स टाइम बिकॉज फेसबुक इज सेंडिंग इट टू द डिफरेंट प्लेसेस, लाइक उसको बोलते हैं एडवांटेज. वो हम फेसबुक का बाद में बात करेंगे. बट उसमें कॉस्ट हाई होती है. और जब तक बट इसका कॉस्ट कम होती है, इनिशियल कॉस्ट मतलब ना के बराबर ही होती है इस इनिशियल कॉस्ट ऑर्गेनिक मार्केट में. स्पीड ऑफ रिजल्ट जो होता है थोड़ा सा स्लो होता है, 3 महीने से 12 महीने लग सकते हैं, बट इसको भी हमने फास्ट ट्रैक कर दिया. आई विल टेल यू टुडे कि ऑर्गेनिक मार्केटिंग में हाउ कैन यू गेट द इंस्टेंट रिजल्ट, एंड पेड मार्केटिंग में फास्ट रिजल्ट मिलते हैं. टुडे यू रन अ कैंपेन, टुमारो यू गेट द लीड्स, एंड देन यू आर स्पीकिंग टू द लीड्स, यू कन्वर्ट इट और यू लूज इट, राइट. देन कम्स इन द ट्रस्ट लेवल. ऑर्गेनिक मार्केटिंग में हाई होता है, पेड मार्केटिंग में मीडियम होता है, बिकॉज यू गेट द स्ट्रेंजर्स फी. स्केलेबिलिटी, स्केलेबिलिटी ऑर्गेनिक मार्केटिंग में मॉडरेट होती है, बट वी हैव फाउंड द वे जहाँ पे ये हाई है. और पेड मार्केटिंग में स्केलेबिलिटी हाई दिखा रहा है, लेकिन एक्चुअली ये मॉडरेट हो जाती है. बिकॉज एक लेवल के बाद इफ यू आर स्पेंडिंग 5,000 रुपीज एंड गेटिंग अ बिजनेस ऑफ 2.5 लाख रुपीज, नहीं सॉरी 50,000 रुपीज, so 5,000 में 50,000 का मिल रहा है, एंड इफ यू आर थिंकिंग यू स्पेंड 10,000 रुपीज यू गेट 1 लाख, ये हो सकता है. बट इफ यू आर स्पेंडिंग 50,000 रुपीज, यू आर थिंकिंग यू गेट 5 लाख रुपीज बिजनेस, देन कॉस्ट हाई चली जाती है. देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फैक्टर्स व्हिच आर देयर. सो आई एम जस्ट सेइंग कि फाइन दैट इज द देन. देन कम्स टू लीड क्वालिटी. यूजली बेटर होती है ऑर्गेनिक में, डिपेंड्स ऑन टारगेटिंग. पेड मार्केटिंग में यू हैव टू टारगेट द राइट पीपल. प्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी होती है ऑर्गेनिक में लो, एंड पेड मार्केटिंग में जो प्रेडिक्टेबिलिटी होती है बहुत हाई होती है. यू आर इन कंट्रोल ऑफ अ बिजनेस. लॉन्ग टर्म एसेट्स होता है ऑर्गेनिक में. और पेड मार्केटिंग में एज लॉन्ग एज यू आर रनिंग द एड्स यू हैव इट. द मोमेंट यू स्टॉप रनिंग द एड, योर बिजनेस इज हैज कम टू द स्टॉल. Then requires content creation. Organic में हाई होता है, continuously have to keep on doing it. Paid marketing में भी होता है but medium होता है. Intervals पे you require to give a content to that, right? Competition lower है organic market में, paid marketing में it's very high. And ROI जो है वो longer term के लिए होता है, paid marketing में very short term. So these are the things. So, what is the right way to do it? That I'll leave it to you to decide upon it. But yeah, I'll just tell you and go further. तो अब हम ये समझते हैं कि पेड मार्केटिंग को कैसे करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इसका प्रोसेस क्या होता है पेड मार्केटिंग यानी कि फेसबुक एंड इंस्टाग्राम में. द वेरी फर्स्ट थिंग इज दैट यू हैव टू टारगेट ऑडियंस, बजट, क्रिएटिविटी एंड कैंपेन्स जो लॉन्च होते हैं ना. कैंपेन को आप लॉन्च करेंगे तो वो दैट इज कैंपेन लॉन्च हो गया. तो कैंपेन लॉन्च करने के लिए आपको टारगेट ऑडियंस चाहिए, बजट चाहिए, क्रिएटिविटी चाहिए और कॉपी चाहिए. ये 4 चीजें आपको चाहिए जो कि लॉन्च करने में आपको, विच वी जनरली प्रोवाइड यू फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम व्हेन यू डू इट. बट मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल डोंट कम टू मी कि फाइन आई वांट टू लॉन्च द फेसबुक ad. So that is the thing. But yeah, I mean, we are going to provide you everything for the first time so that you don't feel lost in case you really want to actually start it. नाउ कम्स इन जो कैंपेन होता है उसमें से वो टारगेट एक अच्छी सी इमेज होगी या आपका वीडियो होगा 40 सेकेंड्स का, 1 मिनट का. उससे एक मैसेज जाएगा, वो क्यूरियोसिटी जनरेट करेगा, एंड फिर उसके बाद वो देखेगा कि नीचे कंटेंट क्या है. थोड़ा बहुत कंटेंट देखा, फिर वो क्या करेगा, बटन क्लिक करेगा. व्हेन द बटन इज क्लिक यू गेट इनटू द लैंडिंग पेज. व्हाट इज लैंडिंग पेज? लैंडिंग पेज क्या होता है? लैंडिंग पेज इज समथिंग विच इज योर सेल्स पर्सन, एंड दैट इज द बिगेस्ट थिंग. आपका आपका जो कैंपेन है वो अच्छा होना चाहिए, कॉपी है वो सही होनी चाहिए. देन देर आफ्टर द लैंडिंग पेज that has to be very good because landing page is like a when you're sleeping you have a salesperson who's working for 24 into hours. Landing page from website भी बोल सकते हैं, we can say website का single page website. So single page website which will only focus on one thing. If let's say I have many products, I got the products like DMIT, I got psychometric, I got study skills like NLP, personality development, and a lot of other things like midbrain activation for kids, midbrain activation for adults, pregnancy music, and a lot of stuff. But then I don't discuss, you don't even know about it. Why? Because I don't put all the products together. I only focus कि this is the first product that you should need to go, start making money, and then get into second product. And so that is the thing. So ultimately, at the end of it, what is important is you only have to give the information about the thing which you want to sell, nothing else. So वेबसाइट पे तो बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन होता है, टीम होती है, जॉब्स होते हैं, ब्लॉग्स होते हैं, इट इज जनरिक. सो वेबसाइट पे कभी भी नहीं ले जाए. It's always too good and good to take the person onto the landing page, which is like a single page website. It will have a lot of things. I'll show you how does it work, you know. Then comes in landing page पे जो information होगी, आपका वीडियो होगा, testimonials होंगे, FAQs होंगे, you know, information होगी further. That will motivate the person to fill the lead. If I need this is something interesting I want to know about. Then the lead is done. So when the lead comes in, then there's a form. To qualify the lead, there's a form which is there in the Facebook. तो वो Facebook का जो फॉर्म होता है उसके अंदर यू आस्क बेसिक तो आईपी की नेम क्या है, ईमेल आईडी क्या है ना, व्हाट्सएप नंबर क्या है. उसके बाद यू रिक्वायर इन्फॉर्मेशन लाइक अगर हो सकता है यू वांट टू नो अबाउट द सिटी, व्हाट इज द प्रोफेशन दैट द चाइल्ड इज इनटू, राइट. प्रोफेशन से पता चलता है कि पर्सन कैन अफोर्ड टू एक्चुअली मेक दैट पेमेंट और नॉट फॉर द चाइल्ड. Then comes in ki which standard the child is in. You come to know, so you can ask about the which grade the child is in. तो ऐसे करके then so ultimately at the end of it, then you can ask about the which school is that, ICIC school or CBSE or whichever IB school है. You come to know about the spending capacity of the child. So these are the indirect questions that you ask, and that is the way you qualify the lead. Correct? So that is the thing that you do it. So ultimately, at the end of it, you have the lead form where you fill up. You don't actually like have so many questions, but you don't have a many minimal also, because the person who is only serious will be filling it. The person who is non-serious will not fill it. So therefore, it is important to have a form with the right kind of a this thing. Then comes in the Google Meet. फिर लीड आ गई आपके पास. लीड के बाद आपको you have to actually like do the webinar. It can be one-to-one webinar. It could be a like webinar like this where there are a couple of people. So Zoom is the best, but Google Meet is also good. It is complementary. You don't have to worry about it. Initially, you can start with Google Meet. Once you start making money, you can go for this thing. I mean, for Zoom. Zoom costs about 1,600, 1,700 rupees per month. But if at all, Google Meet is something complimentary. So you always, people start from this only. So there's no problem that if you invest into it. Presentation and evaluation. तो वहां पे आप presentation दे रहे हैं. The way I'm giving a presentation, you'll have a presentation. वो presentation कहाँ से आएगी? I've already given it to you yesterday. I've given it to you yesterday. You can change, modify whatever that you want to do in the link I've given you in the Google Drive, and you can download. So Google Drive तो वो हो गया. Then coming to the target audience. तो target audience मतलब target audience नहीं, मुझे एक गलत लिखा है. This is about the decision. So that is where Google Meet के बाद you take a decision. Correct? आपने डिसीजन लिया, या तो आप परचेस करोगे, या आप बोलोगे मैं बताता हूँ थोड़े दिन में, या फिर आप बोलोगे कि मैं नहीं इंटरेस्टेड हूँ. तीन ही चीज हो सकती है. ईदर यू विल बाय और यू विल नॉट बाय. बट सेल्स पता क्या होता है? सेल्स इज नॉट अबाउट, एक बड़ी इंटरेस्टिंग चीज बताता हूँ. द वे टू लुक एट द सेल, दैट्स अ सेल्स साइकोलॉजी. सेल्स इज ऑल अबाउट द रिजेक्शन. व्हेन द पर्सन से नो, व्हाट डज दैट मीन? That means next opportunity. It does not mean that you got a failure. So what I'm saying, industry standards क्या बोलते हैं? Out of 10 people, 10 inquiries that you get, you will convert one. If you are good, you'll convert two. If you got a right system, then you'll convert two. So 1 to 3 के बीच में you can convert. I generally am able to convert about 25% to 30% मैं कर लेता हूँ, right? But when I started, I was converting 10%. तो ठीक है, that is the journey, right? So, so 10 में से 9 लोग आपको मना कर दे और 1% खरीद ले. Very 1%. Now, so how I used to do it? So 9 people say no, 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 no. You get heartbroken. What is it happening? People are not buying from you. And then at 1% says yes, and you feel happy about it, right? It can be the first call. It can be the last call. You never know. It can be the call somewhere in between. But out of 10, one is going to buy for sure. If one is going to buy, he will recover back the cost of everybody. So look at, if you have invested, if you got an inquiry for 150 rupees, इसको हम नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में देखते हैं. ये देखिए, तो ये इसका फेसबुक का होता है. ये फेसबुक का ये है कि मैं कहता हूं कि अगर मैं आपसे बोलूं यू गिव मी 1,000 रुपीज, आप फेसबुक आपको ये बोल रहे हैं कि यू गिव मी 1,000 रुपीज एंड गिव यू 5,000 रुपीज बैक, आर यू इंटरेस्टेड इन दैट? क्या लगता है? आप बोलोगे यस आई एम इंटरेस्टेड। अगर 1,000 रुपीज लेके 5,000 रुपीज देते हो तो मुझे तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है ना, किसी को प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, नो बडी विल हैव अ प्रॉब्लम। तो 1,000 रुपीज देके यू गेट 5,000 रुपीज, ये कैसे होगा? तो ये क्या होता है, एक क्वालिटी ऑफ इंक्वायरी जो हमने बात करी, फॉर्म लगाया, क्वालिफाई किया, उसके बाद जो इंक्वायरी आती है वो थोड़ी सी बेटर इंक्वायरी, जंक इंक्वायरी नहीं होती है। सो दैट इज कॉल्ड लीड। इफ यू गेट 10 लीड्स, जनरली एनी गुड लीड यूल गेट इट फॉर, जो लीड होती है, जो फ्री लीड होती है, वो आपको 100 रुपीज, जनरली 40-50 रुपीज पड़ती है। बट एक अच्छी क्वालिटी की जो लीड होगी ना, दैट माइट कॉस्ट यू 100 रुपीज। और अगर आप नए हैं तो हो सकता है वो थोड़ा सा और ज्यादा हो जाए, 150 रुपीज भी जा सकती है। तो लेट्स से 150 रुपीज की आपकी एक क्वालिटी ऑफ लीड है, बहुत ही अच्छी क्वालिटी ऑफ लीड है, बट 150 रुपीज की लीड है। और 10 लीड्स आपको मिली, मतलब फेसबुक ने 10 लीड्स आपको दिया, तो कितने में आएगा? 1,500 रुपीज आपके हो गए स्पेंड, 10 लीड्स मिली। उसमें से 8 लोग व्हाट्सएप कम्युनिटी में आए। व्हाट्सएप कम्युनिटी में आप स्टूडेंट्स के पेरेंट्स को लेके आ रहे हो, स्टूडेंट्स के लिए एक अलग कम्युनिटी बनाई है, एंड यू आर एक्चुअली इंगेजिंग देम, वोकैबुलरी, कभी कुछ कभी कुछ, कभी क्विज, कभी दिस थिंग, यू आर इंगेजिंग देम। एंड देन फाइनली यू आर ब्रिंगिंग द पेरेंट्स फ्रॉम व्हाट्सएप कम्युनिटी टू द जूम सेशन, है ना? So the people, not everybody will register, few people will register. There are enough reminders that you'll do. Or you live example of what I've been doing it. I created a WhatsApp community. I like, I continue to keep on sending the message to it. And then thereafter, there are certain people who join. Maybe about 200 people would have joined it. I've not checked the number. Out of it, 50 people were there, 57, 60 people roughly were there yesterday. Today also, I think 55, 56 people today is there. So that is okay. So idea is that you have to, there's a system. Yeah. I mean, I've created a system. Everything is happening automatically. So you don't have to, when you create a community, you don't have to keep on posting, and investing the money onto sending the WhatsApp. तो उसके बारे में बात करते थे, बट वो हो गया। फिर उसके बाद जूम सेशन आ गए। नाउ ऑल द 200 पीपल हैव नॉट कम टू द जूम, ओनली 60 पीपल हैव कम इनटू द जूम। तो 200 में से 60 लोग अगर जूम पे आ रहे हैं, तो यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड 25, 30% ऐसे ही कुछ है। तो दैट इज ओके। एंड उसके बाद फिर फाइनली क्लोज होंगे, है ना, क्लोज होते हैं। तो ये आपका लीड फनल है। अगर आप फेसबुक कैंपेन्स करते हैं तो लीड जाती हैं, 10 लीड्स आएंगी, 8 पीपल विल कम इन व्हाट्सएप कम्युनिटी, जूम सेशन होगा, उसमें फाइनली होगा ना क्लोज। So that person will give you 5,000 rupees. What you had invested, अगर 100 रुपीज आपने इन्वेस्ट किया था पर इंक्वायरी, तो 1,000 रुपीज इन्वेस्ट हुआ। अगर हायर साइड पे 150 रुपीज यू had invested, then 1,500 हुआ। तो if you are giving 1,500 and if you are getting 5,000 rupees, then that's the thing. Now 5,000 rupees still you are profitable by 3,500। कम है लेकिन ठीक है ना, प्रॉफिटेबल हो ना। 3,500 rupees additional if you are getting it every day, where the system is working automatically। क्या चाहिए? System is working automatically, then the only job is, to conduct one session in every 2 day or 1 day, जहां पे अपने सारे पेरेंट्स को इकट्ठे बुला के भी आप सेशन कर सकते हो, और जो लोग बाय करते हैं उनकी आप वो करोगे। सो दिस इज द सिस्टम, दिस इज द वे। इनफैक्ट आई यूज टू सेल इट ओवर द फोन। इवन 15,000 रुपीज का प्रोडक्ट आई यूज टू सेल इट ओवर द फोन। But even today, you have a Google Meet and everything. You can invite the people and then I just tell them. So that is okay. So anyway, so this is the thinking. So, but at the same time, I understand my community members. Today, it may be very difficult for you to just like, think of this. एक risk लगता है कि what if at all I invest into it and the money goes waste? What if at all I don't get the money? So that kind of a thing. So people don't really like, feel very happy to invest into it. They feel it as an expense and there's a lot of fear. Fear से business होता नहीं है। थोड़ा सा money आपको starting में park करना पड़ता है। It is like a baby. You need to understand when you got a child, when the child is born, you actually continue to keep on, nurturing the child. वो graduate करता है, पहले first class, second class, third class graduate होता है, professional course करता है, you get a job, है ना, then he buys a car, he buys a house, start supporting a family. तो ये भी तो आपका एक business is a baby for you. You have given a birth to it. When you name your baby, name this baby. This is your business. This is your baby who is going to be actually helping you in the retirement today. And it's not going to take 15, 20 years to grow. It will take just 2 to 3 months. इतना तो time दे सकते हैं ना? Can we or can we not? What do you feel? Can we give that kind of a time? 1, 2, 3 months for this baby to nurture? क्या लगता है? दे सकते हैं? Yes, absolutely. Why not? This baby will take care of us. फाइनेंशियली इट विल टेक केयर ऑफ अस, बट हमको राइट चीजें करनी है ना, वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट द बेस्ट वेज एंड एवरीथिंग, वी हैव टू फॉलो द स्ट्रक्चर, उतना ही है ना। तो दिस इज व्हाट इट इज, करेक्ट। तो अब हम बात करते हैं कि ऑर्गेनिक मार्केटिंग के जो तरीके होते हैं, देयर आर टू वेज टू डू दी ऑर्गेनिक मार्केटिंग, वन इज कॉल्ड रेफरेंस पार्टनर, सेकंड इज कॉल्ड क्वेश्चन बेस्ड मार्केटिंग। ये टेस्टेड एंड ट्राइड है। ये कोई भी चीज में जो आज बात कर रहा हूँ, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट, आई डोंट हैव टू सेल यू एनीथिंग, है ना, एज ऑफ नाउ। हालांकि सेलिंग इज माई पेशा, सो आई विल कंटिन्यू टू कीप ऑन डूइंग इज अ डिफरेंट स्टोरी, because I will do my job to sell. I know that's my job and I'll sell. But you are failing to it. You are failing to sell the people, so you have to correct yourself, right? But anyway, just onto the lighter side, reference partner and profession based marketing, ये दो चीजें हैं जो कि बहुत अच्छी काम कर रही हैं। थोड़ा सा इट्स आउट ऑफ द वे, इट्स नॉट अ ट्रेडिशनल वे टू डू द मार्केटिंग, बट इट इज अ यूनिक वे टू डू अ मार्केटिंग। ठीक है, अब इसके लिए क्या करना है तो रेफरेंस पार्टनर और प्रोफेशनल बेस्ड मार्केटिंग, यानी कि रेफरेंस पार्टनर क्या है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जो सबसे ज्यादा ट्रस्ट पेरेंट्स को होता है, टीचर्स, कोचिंग सेंटर, स्टूडेंट काउंसलर जो होते हैं, है ना, उनके ऊपर सबसे ज्यादा ट्रस्ट होता है। और पेरेंट्स पूछते भी उन्हीं से कि कैन यू टेल अस कि ओके विच इज द बेस्ट वे टू, विच इज द बेस्ट करियर काउंसलर, कैन यू रेफर अस एनी अदर करियर काउंसलर, और कैन यू गाइड अस दैट व्हाट शुड द चाइल्ड डू आफ्टर 10th क्लास, should he be selecting science, commerce, or humanities? I'm sure most of you are a parent, teacher, and there are a lot of inquiry that comes to you. But you feel, you are not equipped enough to do that. So whatever the little advice that you give it, that is of not much use to them. But just for the satisfaction, I mean, just give the advice and they are okay. But parents are not going to follow them, right? Ultimately, at the end of it, but yeah, पेरेंट्स का ट्रस्ट है आपके ऊपर दैट यू आर अ एजुकेटर एंड यू वुड बी इन अ सर्कल ऑफ दिस, therefore they inquire. But you don't have any, the teachers don't have any career counselor to whom they can suggest, and even if they suggest, why should they take pain? They are not getting any money. So what if at all you start sharing your your partner with them and start sharing your money with them, your commission with them, your referral fee with them? Then what is going to happen? Would they not refer it to you? So that's called referral partnership program. Okay. So ultimately इसका जो बेस्ट पार्ट होता है रेफरेंस पार्टनरशिप है, यू गॉट द पीपल टुगेदर। और ये जो लोग है ना, जितने भी, मतलब यू गॉट द पीपल, ग्रुप ऑफ पीपल, इफ यू गॉट 25-30 people एंड देन यू कंटिन्यू टू कीप ऑन मेकिंग, यू गॉट अ 50 people, कोचिंग सेंटर्स एंड टीचर्स हैं। आपने कोचिंग सेंटर्स भी बना लिया तो क्या होने वाला है कि ये इनका इतना पोटेंशियल है, every person has got a potential to give you two career counseling per day, sorry, per month, sorry, and there are 50 career counselor अगर हैं तो कम से कम आपको 50 career counseling तो मिलेगी नहीं। 50 career counselor जिसमें आपको पे करना है आफ्टर यू गेट द फीस, सो मार्केटिंग कॉस्ट इज जीरो, है ना। द ओनली थिंग इज द अरेंजमेंट, टाइम लगेगा, वो थोड़ा सा करना पड़ेगा, उसमें भी ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता है, 15-20 days में हो जाएगा। बट उसको नर्चर करना है, वो रिलेशनशिप डेवलप करना होता है, उनको एक कम्युनिटी में लाना होता है, कम्युनिटी में लाके उनको कुछ वैल्यू ऐड करना होता है, you have to really develop a relationship and these people, because they are getting a money, so they'll give. And एक बार आपने करियर काउंसलिंग करी पेरेंट्स की and parents are very happy, then to that teacher or coaching center will, आंख बंद करके that's going to actually refer you like anything. तो ये जो कॉन्फिडेंस एंड क्रेडिबिलिटी है, ये बिल्ड करनी पड़ती है। बट कस्टमर के साथ आपको हर हर न्यू कस्टमर के साथ हर बार करनी पड़ेगी। बट अगर टीचर्स के साथ अपने वन टाइम यू हैव जस्ट बिल्ट अप दिस क्रेडिबिलिटी, देन you will continue to keep on getting a business. So the only number that you have to increase is for the coaching centers, the number of tie-up that you can. How does it sound? Second is called the profession-based marketing. What is it, a profession-based marketing? Profession-based marketing का मतलब क्या है कि दिस इज समथिंग दैट आई से कि इसमें प्रोफेशंस को ले लेते हैं। तो अभी हम बात करते हैं आगे इसकी। तो ये है आपका कोचिंग रेफरेंस पार्टनर प्रोग्राम कैसे काम करता है। सो यू हैव कोचिंग सेंटर्स, यू गॉट अ ट्यूशन सेंटर्स, स्कूल्स, टीचर्स, चाइल्ड साइकोलॉजिस्ट एंड स्पोर्ट्स अकेडमी। इन सब में जो सबसे अच्छा काम करता है वो कोचिंग सेंटर काम। कोचिंग सेंटर में बल्क में स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं एंड डिसीजन मेकर पेरेंट्स होते हैं, और कोचिंग सेंटर ओनर इज accessible to you. He will understand that when you partner with him and share a profit with him, he's happy to do it. He's happy to do it. So let us not underestimate the द बिजनेस ऑफ कोचिंग सेंटर। तो अब हम बात करते हैं, देखिए ये अब आ गए हम यहाँ पे। तो ये कोचिंग सेंटर का आज सुबह मैंने गूगल से वो निकाला, रिव्यू निकाला, मतलब वो गूगल से नहीं, चैट जीपीटी से वो निकाला कि कितने कोचिंग सेंटर्स हैं। तो roughly about, Rick, I'll take up the queries later. I mean, just allow me. So there's a Delhi में 6,000 to 8,000 coaching centers हैं, and average student per coaching center is 250 to 300. ये सारी जगह जनरली इतने ही हैं। And estimated students हैं करीब 15 to 24 lakhs, है ना। मुंबई में 5 to 7,000 है, 11 to 21 lakhs। बेंगलुरु में 8 to 15 lakhs है, हैदराबाद 8 to 16 लाख स्टूडेंट है, चेन्नई में 5 to 12 lakhs है, पुणे में 4 to 10 lakhs है, अहमदाबाद में 4 to 9 lakhs है, कोलकाता में 5 to 13, जयपुर, लखनऊ, इंदौर, एंड इवन एनी सिटी यू कैन जस्ट आस्क फॉर। दिस इज द थिंग। इतने स्टूडेंट्स हैं। अब इतने स्टूडेंट्स हैं जो डायरेक्ट आप कर सकते हो। व्हाई डू यू हैव टू रश टू द स्कूल? लॉट ऑफ पीपल, फर्स्ट थिंग पीपल से, कैन आई गो टू द स्कूल एंड डू इट? स्कूल वाले चक्कर कटवाते हैं, सिंपल। एंड दे आर नॉट द डिसीजन मेकर, दे विल नॉट पे अ सिंगल पेनी। इट्स द पेरेंट्स हु हैज टू डू। एंड पेरेंट्स जो डिसीजन मेकर होते हैं वो एसेसिबल होना चाहिए। सो आई एम नॉट सेइंग स्कूल इज अ बैड आइडिया। स्कूल इज अ गुड आइडिया आफ्टर यू हैव एक्चुअली डन द बिजनेस फॉर 5 to 6 months। देन स्कूल से टाई अप करो, उनसे पर स्टूडेंट लेके उनके सारे स्टूडेंट की काउंसलिंग करो, वेयर द स्कूल विल पे यू। Because now NEP 2020 has made it compulsory that it is very important that every child who's in 10th and 12th class, the school will have to provide a career counseling to them. And 93% schools don't have a career counselor. And the best part is, if you become a government certified career counselor, कल तो वो हरी जी है हमारे जो दोस्त थे, एंड ऑल्सो द मेंटी, तो उन्होंने कल देखा और उन्होंने इमीडिएटली अप्लाई भी कर दिया, एंड लाइक ही गॉट सर्टिफिकेट। कल ही कल उन्होंने, मतलब दैट्स कॉल्ड द एक्शन, कि वो स्किल इंडिया पे गए एंड ही जस्ट डिड द कोर्स एंड ही गॉट द सर्टिफिकेट। ही शेयर्ड दिस मॉर्निंग। आई वाज सो ग्लैड। आई लव द पीपल हु टेक एन एक्शन सो फास्ट, सो अल्टीमेटली एट द एंड ऑफ इट, एंड दैट इज गुड इनफ, क्रेडिबिलिटी आपकी इंक्रीज होगी, एनएसडीसी इज अप्रूव्ड, क्या चाहिए आप। सो अल्टीमेटली व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू सी, सारी चीजें जगह पे आपके पास बहुत पोटेंशियल है। आपको जरूरी नहीं है कि फेसबुक कैंपेन करना है, मत करो, अभी मत करो, बाद में करो। लेकिन जब जो प्री मार्केटिंग है वो तो कर सकते हैं ना, टाई अप तो कर सकते हैं ना, दैट इज समथिंग दैट वी कैन डू इट। तो दिस इज। अब हम बात करते हैं कि एवरेज स्टूडेंट जो है उसको, मतलब जो टाइप ऑफ कोचिंग सेंटर जो होते हैं, एक होता है इंडिविजुअल ट्यूटर जो होते हैं, उनके पास 30 स्टूडेंट से 80 स्टूडेंट होते हैं, तो उन पर ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करोगे तो कोई फायदा ज्यादा होगा नहीं, क्योंकि टाइम तो उतना ही लगना है किसी को कन्विंस करने में। स्मॉल लोकल इंस्टीट्यूट होते हैं जिनके पास 100 to 250 होते हैं, स्टेब्लिश लोकल ब्रांच होते हैं उनके पास 250 to 600 होते हैं, मल्टी ब्रांड सिटी ब्रांड होते हैं उनके पास 600 to 2,000 स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं एवरेज। एंड नेशनल चेन जो होती है उनके पास 500 to 1,500, एक एक सेंटर की बात कर रहे हो उनके होते हैं। और जो प्रीमियम कोटा स्टाइल इंस्टीट्यूट होते हैं उनके 2,000 to 10,000 स्टूडेंट। तो ये टोटल आपका वो रहता है। लेकिन एक चीज को लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड दैट स्मॉल हमको टारगेट करना है, स्मॉल एंड स्टेब्लिश, ये दो को हम टारगेट करते हैं। मल्टी ब्रांड सिटी में डिसीजन मेकर्स टेक्स अ लॉट ऑफ टाइम, and even national scene. So you can do it. I'm not saying you should not do it. But first one to target is the small local institute and the established local. ठीक है। अब क्या करना है इसका, इसको हम वेबिनार मॉडल से लाएंगे और इसका डेटा आपको चाहिए होगा। इसका एक तरीका है, सो दैट यू कैन एक्चुअली मेक डेटा। सो अल्टीमेटली वेबिनार मॉडल हमारा बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हम इनको वेबिनार मॉडल के थ्रू लाएंगे। मतलब जितने भी चाहे कहीं से भी स्टूडेंट्स आ रहे हैं, wherever the students are coming, they are actually coming into the funnel। अब आती है बात सेल्स फनल की। तो सेल्स फनल में आ रहे हैं, अल्टीमेटली इट लैंड्स अप टू द वेबिनार, वेबिनार के बाद क्लोजिंग होती है, करेक्ट। सो अल्टीमेटली अब हम बात करते हैं कि प्रोफेशन बेस्ड मार्केटिंग की होती है। तो हमने दो टाइप की, वी टॉक्ड अबाउट टू टाइप ऑफ मार्केटिंग, वन वाज दिस थिंग एंड वन इज द प्रोफेशन बेस्ड मार्केटिंग। प्रोफेशन बेस्ड मार्केटिंग में अगेन लाइक मैंने चैट जीपीटी से डेटा निकाला है, दैट इज डॉक्टर्स, जो बेस्ट पीपल हु वुड लाइक टू गेट द करियर काउंसलिंग डन फॉर द child। They are doctors, chartered accountant, engineer, IT professional, government officer, bank managers, professor and college faculty, teachers, lawyers, business owners. These are the people. तो उसमें स्टार्स भी दिया कि कितना वो है और क्यों दिया है, क्यों रीजन है, ये भी बताया। तो ये लोग जो हैं, अगर इफ यू गेट अ डेटा ऑफ डॉक्टर्स एंड इफ यू रीच देम, देन व्हाट विल हैपन इज दे आर द पेरेंट्स। नाउ यू आर नॉट, एज अ व्हेन यू आर गोइंग टू द कोचिंग सेंटर, you are doing B2B. because they are not the one who's buying, but through them you can actually get the customer who will buy from you. Over here, it's a direct customer. That is डॉक्टर, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट, इंजीनियर, इन सबका डेटा मिल जाता है, एंड इन सबको डेटा अगर मिल जाता है, इस पे आप मार्केटिंग कर सकते हो, तो दैट इज नथिंग मोर देन। तो अल्टीमेटली इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है, चाहे वो कोचिंग सेंटर हो, चाहे वो यहाँ पे, आपको चाहिए क्या है, डेटा चाहिए। इफ यू डोंट गेट अ डेटा, दैट इज द स्टेप नंबर वन टू डू इट, राइट। तो अब हम बात करते हैं कि, हाँ, इससे पहले बिफोर आई टॉक अबाउट इट, आई थिंक आई वाज टॉकिंग अबाउट पैकेजिंग एंड प्राइसिंग, सो गिव मी अ सेक, आई मीन, so pricing, हाँ, packaging and pricing. So packaging versus pricing, as I said, I've not given a literal number, but I need to help you understand that you can actually, मेरे हिसाब से जो भी आप पैसा चार्ज कर रहे हो, उसका 10 टाइम वैल्यू देंगे, उसके हिसाब से प्राइसिंग होनी चाहिए। एंड द प्राइसिंग कभी कभी क्या होती है, बहुत बहुत कम, उसमें ज्यादा होती है। जो लेवल वन होता है, तो लेवल वन पे आप जो प्राइसिंग रखोगे, लेट्स से अगर आपने 5,000 रखी, तो जो नेक्स्ट प्रोडक्ट होता है उसमें बहुत सारे बेनिफिट डाल दो, और उसकी प्राइसिंग 5 से 10,000 मत करो, 5 से 7,500 कर दो। तो चांसेस है उसकी, द बेनिफिट्स आर सो, जैसे कार की सेल्स होती है ना, इफ यू वुड हैव सीन, आप जंप करते हो वन मॉडल टू अनदर एंड अनदर अनदर, यू प्लान विद योर बजट बट यू एंड अप बाइंग समथिंग एल्स, बिकॉज यू रियलाइज यार उसमें तो ये भी फीचर एडिशनल मिल जाएगा, ओके दिस, सेम गेम प्लान। तो अल्टीमेटली यू कैन से 5,000 रुपीज प्रोडक्ट, 7,000 रुपीज प्रोडक्ट एंड 10,000 रुपीज प्रोडक्ट, या 10,000, 8,000, एंड उसके बाद आपका जो होगा एक बहुत बेसिक होगा, यानी तो तीन प्राइसिंग आप रख सकते हो, और उसमें थोड़ी थोड़ी सर्विसेज को आप ऐड कर सकते हो, बट उसका बहुत इंपैक्ट होता है। सी, पैकेजिंग प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल एंड प्राइसिंग ऑल्सो प्लेज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल। सो पीपल विल जंप फ्रॉम दिस टू दिस, दैट इज द थिंग। तो ये इसकी फिलोसफी है। तो लेट मी शेयर द अल्टीमेट सीक्रेट ऑफ how do I create a kind of a monopoly, or how you can create it. That's called red ocean and blue ocean strategy. Majority of the people will land up onto the red ocean. What is the red ocean? Red ocean where there are a lot of people and a lot of competition. You are a career counselor. All of you are a career counselor. All of you are a DMIT counselor. What is the differentiating factor? Have you created any differentiating factor? So you are all into the red ocean right now. Red ocean in the sense that there is no differentiating factor that you have it. Correct. So red ocean में क्या होता है? The best part of the red ocean is there is a demand. But second thing is कि you are a part of a me too. आप भी career counselor, मैं भी career counselor, ये भी career counselor, वो भी career counselor. Everybody is a career counselor. You have to come out of that mentality. You have to position yourself from red ocean. You have to bring it to the blue ocean. Blue ocean खाली है. It's like monopoly, है ना? It's like a monopoly. It's something you have created yourself to a level that you can't even imagine. और ब्लू ओशन में यू कमांड द प्राइस। इट्स समथिंग लाइक अ डॉक्टर, जो एक जनरल जनरल फिजिशियन होता है, उसको 500-700 रुपए जो भी फीस होती है, और एक जो आपका स्पेशलिस्ट होता है, हार्ट स्पेशलिस्ट और कोई भी स्पेशलिस्ट, दे चार्ज 2,000 रुपीज एंड प्लस फॉर द ओपीडी। So that is a differentiating factor. So ultimately, we need to understand we have to position ourselves in such a fashion so that we have a USP and people understand and look at us as the respect. If they can't buy it, afford it, they should feel that I had to buy it. I had to actually consult this person who is who's a very good career counselor, but unfortunately, I could not afford it. So when a person don't buy it, should not feel कि okay नहीं हुआ तो कोई फर्क नहीं, किसी से भी ले लेंगे। तो ठीक है, जो बेस्ट है मैंने मिस कर दिया, मेरा बजट नहीं था, तो लेट मी सी दिस द सेकंड बेस्ट पर्सन आई कैन डू इट। आई डोंट हैव अ बजट फॉर इट, इफ आई कैन स्ट्रेच आई डू। So ultimately, you have to bring yourself to the blue ocean. So उसमें क्या होगा? You have to differentiate, and there has to be kind of a USP that you have to create for yourself. So what is that USP that you're going to create is what is important. So let's now understand the parenting mindset. The parenting mindset and समझते हैं इसको। Mindset. I've not read any chats. I'll take it later, right? So parents making buying decisions. So there are three things that is there: need, trust, and offer. Anybody who will take a buying decision, the cycle is need, trust, and offer. Person will only buy if a need is generated, है ना? If a need is generated. और यहाँ पे भी तीन sectors होते हैं: need, want, and desire. Person only buys the product when there's a need. For example, if I want to travel from Delhi to, let's say, Rishikesh, or let's say I want to travel from Delhi to Mumbai. Okay. So my need is I want to travel. I can travel by bus, which is not going to be very comfortable. That's me. That's me. I want to travel by train, first class, right? That is something that's my need के बाद want है. That's my want. Yeah, थोड़ा comfortable, let me travel. But my desire is that I should be able to travel by the plane, airplane. So ultimately, that is the difference between need, want, and desire. Person buys the product when you convert the desire into need. The moment the need is created, then a person says, आपको खरीदना ही है, तो कोई वो जाना तो जरूरी है. You have to buy it, but then what? So need वाला आपको कुछ ऐसा कर देता है कि like need create कर देता है. So ultimately need is the first thing. So when the person has a need, people say the best salesperson are the people who sell the comb to the bald man. I disagree completely. When the person doesn't require, why are you selling it? You don't have, doesn't require. It's not about that you're pushing a product. Is the person doing, that's not the same. The real thing is that, if a person really needs it, then you actually come onto the table to talk to them. Okay, you need the service. Now I'll tell you how we are different. Then the second thing that you have to do is to build the trust. And after that, you have built up the trust, and that is the major game. यहाँ पे आपको सबसे ज्यादा मेहनत करनी है. And then third thing is called the offer, the kind of an offer that you're gonna give to people, special offer. So this is the thing that we have it. Need, trust, and offer. अगर उसकी need है, उसको trust है that you are the best person to get it done. I am not looking at anybody to actually like, get the things done. And the offer is there that this is the offer that you want to actually like. This is the offer but which will not get it anywhere else. तो ऑफर भी अच्छा है, तो वो क्विक डिसीजन लेगा, इंस्टेंट डिसीजन लेगा. My majority of the people who join me, 95% instantly join. 5% comes later. Think of it. And I'm okay. But majority of the time क्या होता है, लोग डिसीजन लेते हैं, वो कहते हैं कि चलो we'll let you know about it. Because ultimately they're not convinced about it. It's that simple. So ultimately that is the thing. So we have to create that. तो हम इसको समझते हैं. Parents make buying decision when first thing is called the need, right? Need matlab lead campaign targeting the pain area and the solution. So lead campaign targeting the pain area. सबसे पहले हमको ये समझना होता है कि उसकी नीड है, उसको हम कैसे वो करेंगे. तो नीड के लिए, लीड को क्वालिफाई करने के लिए we actually tell them about कि these are the kind of a pain areas you have, right? What is the challenge that you're going to face if you do not consult a career counselor? Then if you do a degree for 4 years and पता चला AI की वजह से वो that degree वो खत्म हो चुकी है, there is no job for that. तो 4 साल जो आपने पैसा और जो टाइम बर्बाद किया अपने बच्चे के वो डिग्री लेने पे, अगर आप करियर काउंसलर से कंसल्ट करते एंड वो आपको बताता ये एआई प्रूफ करियर नहीं है, एआई प्रूफ करियर नहीं है, then perhaps you would have saved that time and money. So the damage that's going to happen because you've not consulted the career counselor is much, much, much larger and very dangerous. So it's a moral responsibility for the people to get the career counseling done. So therefore, the need is there and you have to create that need. और वो आपका लैंडिंग पेज भी बोलेगा, जो लैंडिंग पेज जैसा टॉप क्वालिफाइड थ्रू फॉर्म, उसको आप क्वालिफाई करेंगे फॉर्म में क्वेश्चंस डाल के. डिक्लेयर चार्जेस. आई नेवर हाइड द चार्ज. मैं पहले ही बोलता हूँ ये चार्जेस आना है तो आओ, तभी आप अटेंड करो, नहीं है तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, राइट? चार्जेस. और फिर उसके बाद अगर आप उससे 49 रुपीज चार्ज, तो थोड़े से सीरियस लोग आते हैं. पर्पस ये होता है 49 रुपीज इज नॉट बिग फॉर यू. To get 49 rupees, you have to spend at least 300, 400 rupees. So you are in loss at the first level. But the quality of people who are actually interested will only pay you even 49 rupees or 10 rupees or 20 rupees. Somebody who's taking out and making a payment would have at least gone through the content. Idea is they should go through the content. Otherwise, nobody is going to make a payment. And that is the purpose when we charge 40. You've seen a lot of ads, 99 rupees, 9 rupees, 15 rupees, whatever. ये वही चीज है. दे वांट टू क्वालिफाई यू एट दैट लेवल बिकॉज क्वालिफिकेशन सबसे टफ चीज होती है. अगर राइट पर्सन को क्वालिफाई कर लिया देन तो फिर तो काम बहुत आसान है. देयर इज नो डिफरेंट प्रॉब्लम. नाउ सेकंड थिंग इज कॉल्ड द ट्रस्ट. अब ट्रस्ट के लिए बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है. मेरे को आप 2 मिनट का ब्रेक दे सकते हैं क्या? आई जस्ट बी बैक एंड प्लीज डोंट गो अवे. आई जस्ट बी बैक इन मिनट. I'm back. Thank you so much for allowing me time for 2 minutes. So primarily now let's talk about this thing. This is very important, and I think this will actually like make you understand the whole story. सबसे important होता है trust, and digital world में trust सबसे ज्यादा matter करता है. And a bad review will make a decision where the person will not buy. Good review will make a person take a faster decision for that matter. So when you're building the organization, it is very important that you should be very careful about it, right? हम लोग ने बहुत मिस्टेक्स करी होंगी, बट आपको नहीं चाहता मैं कोई भी। तो अल्टीमेटली क्या है, तो ये ट्रस्ट जो है ना, सबसे पहला चीज होता है, द बेस्ट वे टू सेल इज टू एजुकेट द पीपल, एंड यू कैन एजुकेट द पीपल ओनली व्हेन यू आर कंडक्टिंग अ वेबिनार, right? Or through the landing pages also you can do that. It requires a high level of strategy, I mean, which you can't do it. You require a digital marketing. Or somebody can create it for you for one time. But anyway, we'll discuss on that. Even you can do it actually if you put in that kind of an energy into it. Systematic thinking चाहिए और कुछ नहीं चाहिए, आप कर सकते हैं actually. I'm sorry to say that you can't do it. Initially थोड़ा tough होता है, but yeah, people can do it. So trust करेंगे, तो trust के लिए build up करने के लिए सबसे पहले educate the science. Talk about the government bodies, talk about what are the five-step process, talk about the multiple intelligence, talk about the process, the way it is being done, talk about why, if at all it's not being done, what are the kind of things that happen, everything. So you have to educate. And there's a PPT I've already given it to you. You can add whatever, you continue to keep on using the creativity. Good idea comes in, add into that. Anything you want to delete, you can do that. तो ये सबसे पहला होता है. And when you have completed the course and when you do the career counseling or a DMIT counseling for the first 4 to 5 people, I've already said to you, before you start charging from the people, you have to do it complimentary for people. And when you do the complimentary for people, you are practicing and living the process of doing a DMIT or a career counselor and getting it confident that you're ready for the market. You internally get that feeling, this is the time that I'm ready for them. When the people say, wow, people are happy, parents are truly happy. And then from these very people, you are going to take a testimonial, evidences, videos, आपको lena chahiye, because that is something which is a demand of a market. People want to see the testimonial. You provide them the testimonial, right? You can't ask every client किसी के वो पहले होता था ना कि आप इनसे बात कर लो, इनसे बात कर लो. You don't require that. Today, you just require a decent testimonial. People understand. तो वीडियो टेस्टिमोनियल आपको लेना जरूरी है, करेक्ट? नंबर नेक्स्ट इज द योर ऑथर. यू ऑथर अ बुक ऑन करियर काउंसलिंग. You become an author of a book. For example, if there's a career counselor, which is a normal career counselor, there's another career counselor who has authored a book about 100 trending careers. Let's say you write a book called 100 trending, top 100 trending careers. AI's impact on this. So you create a this thing. अब वो बहुत सिंपल है क्रिएट करना. कैसे क्रिएट करेंगे टुडे? You can go to Perplexity, you can go to Chat GPT, you can create a good book. There are hundreds of AIs today, right? और वो कौन सा AI आपको हेल्प करेगा वो भी आप AI से पूछ लीजिए. They will tell you how to do that. Creating a book, initially it used to take 1 year, but today it takes 10 minutes. है ना? थोड़ा बहुत वो करने में आपको 1 1.5 2 घंटे में कवर पेज के साथ your book is ready. And when that is called your ebook, और उस ebook को you can use it as a lead man. You're talking about the child and giving the parents career counseling, the five do's and don'ts while selecting the right career or while selecting the right stream. Catchy headline. वो भी आपको chat GPT बताएगा क्या होना चाहिए. You don't have to worry about. What you have to do is you just have to intend. आपने एक book create करी. Now you're an author of a book. If you want to put it onto the Amazon, put it onto the Amazon. And in Amazon, within 10 days time, you can make it as a bestseller. You can make it as a bestseller. वो एक अलग कहानी है. I don't want to discuss right now. It will be a very lengthy thing. But you can actually make your book a bestseller, you know, and that is what it is. So ultimately, now you are the author of a book which is the bestseller book. Can you imagine the credibility that is there? There was a point of time when the people used to go and then offer a brochure. है ना? ब्रोशर होता था जिसमें पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन होती थी. वो एक होता था जो बाद में लोग फेंक देते थे. But today, that brochure has become landing page, isn't it? But imagine if you are an author of a book, तो वो book क्या है? वो book जो है आपकी, that is something like आप instead of brochure, you are giving a book. अब वो जो credibility है वो change हो गई है. You're not giving a brochure. You're giving a book that I'm an author of a book, right way to select the career. And it's a best selling in Amazon. So what's going to happen? People will definitely start trusting you instantly. Instant trust develop हो जाता है. करेक्ट? तो कितना टाइम लगता है लिखने में? कोई ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगता. थिंक ऑफ अ टॉपिक, इंट्रोड्यूस अनदर, कितनी भी बुक्स यू कैन जस्ट जनरेट. Is that making sense? Is that wow for you? Is this a thing that I'm talking about? Is that making sense? I want a feedback from everybody. Whatever I'm talking about today, I'm doing this webinar from a complete soul. It is like, I just want to give it the best to you, but we'll have to walk the path. Yes, Arunji, absolutely. Correct. So thank you so much. This is what is there. So ultimately trust build करने का पहले हमने educate किया, फिर हमने testimonials भी हमारे पास हैं. So that is second thing. Third thing, we have authored the book also. तो ये तीन हमारे पास बहुत strong चीज हो गई. अब फोर्थ चीज क्या है? गवर्नमेंट सर्टिफिकेशन. एक दिन में 3-4 घंटे में आपको गवर्नमेंट सर्टिफिकेशन मिलेगा. बिकम अ गवर्नमेंट सर्टिफाइड करियर काउंसलर. व्हेन योर प्रोफाइल कम्स इन, you're saying I'm a NSD approved government certified career counselor. Period. पीरियड. कुछ नहीं चाहिए. माइंट्री सर्टिफिकेट नहीं चाहिए. छोड़ दो, रख दो. गवर्नमेंट सर्टिफिकेट. आपको कोई, यू डोंट हैव टू बिकम अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट मैन. यू आर अ साइकोलॉजिस्ट, दैट्स फाइन. हु केयर्स? टुडे व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज that you are a government certified career counselor, or you can, as a government certified career counselor, you can upload your profile onto jobseekers.mcs. That's a government site. और उसमें क्या होता है? यू स्टार्ट गेटिंग द बिजनेस फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट बिकॉज द पीपल हु आर जॉब सीकर्स, there's a fixed fee. They pay you that fee. They select the slot and they book it, and you provide them the service, and you start getting the money from them. And at the same time, you need to understand that you are basically, as a official career counselor, you are a part of a government site. You are basically, your profile is there, and that is the best thing, isn't it? तो ये आप क्विकली कर लो. आज है ना संडे. संडे आप करके खत्म करो उसको. ठीक है. गवर्नमेंट सर्टिफिकेशन आप लेके मेरे से शेयर करो. आई वुड बी वेरी हैप्पी एंड वेरी प्लीज टू डू दैट. कल हरी ने करा था. आई वाज क्वाइट इंस्पायर्ड एंड आई वांट एवरीबॉडी टू डू. ओके. नाउ कमिंग टू नेक्स्ट थिंग इज कॉल्ड द मनी बैक गारंटी. नाउ ये दिस इज वेरी ट्रिकी. लॉट ऑफ पीपल फील यार मनी बैक गारंटी थोड़ा सा चैलेंजिंग है. Because what if at all a person gets the career counseling done, and if I tell him, ki, fine, if at all you don't like the career counseling, the 100% money is going to be back. So people will come, get the career counseling done, and they say, ki, fine, return back my money. So how many people have this kind of a fear? किसी को है ऐसा fear? लगता है कि ऐसा होगा? Yeah? Is it possible? Yes? So let me tell you the psychology of it. The psychology of it is that I experimented actually, and I'm coming from there. So there was a point of time when we grew to very high numbers. I mean, there was a time when we were doing about 350 career counselings per month. And when we reached that number, there was a big rule of money back then. Because the biggest fear that the people will have it, we find what if at all I get the things done from Rajul, and what if the Rajul didn't really work out to be good in terms of providing in the right kind of a career counseling, then my money has gone there. So take out that fear out of it. I said money back guaranteed, no questions asked. So ultimately what happens is, we have a fear what the people will get it done, and people are not that nasty. They just want they just want that fine, you should do the right job for them. So ultimately at the end of it, when you talk in terms of a money back guarantee, so I experimented. We did it on for first 100 people. So 100 people के लिए we said कि it will be a money back guarantee. Correct? तो पहले हमने क्या किया? हमने कहा ये 5,000 rupees है. In case you don't like it, and after getting the career counseling, you say this thing, so we'll give you 100% refund. And parents felt that, okay, why not? I mean, if at all this is happening, if I don't like it, I'll get my money back. So they're ready to bet on that. They're ready to bet on you. So once they're ready to bet on you, so what will happen is then 100 sales happen. And out of 100 sales, two people ask for the refund. And we gave them very happily. ठीक है, 5,000, 5,000, 10,000 rupees दे दिए. 100 into 5,000, 5 lakh का business हुआ, 10,000 rupees refunded back. Then we conducted a survey and we find out that what if at all if the money back guarantee wouldn't have been there, how many customers we would have got? Very plain and simple survey. You know what? The answer was, if we wouldn't have done that, we would have, without money back guarantee, we would have got 54 customers. यानी कि 46 minus 2 जिन्होंने refund ले लिया, 44 customers into 5,000 was the additional profit that I got it just because I gave them that thing. Same thing. Just say, for example, Domino's pizza, if I don't get it delivered in half an hour, it is complimentary. So ultimately, that is the confidence that they're going to give it. So even for that matter, they have to give one pizza. For 50 pizza, they have to give it one pizza complimentary. The cost of one that pizza divided into 50 comes out to be negligible. That's a trust and confidence that you build into the people. That's the strategy that I'm talking about. These are all up to you. You want to take it, you don't want to take it. I'm just telling you the best practices on which I built my business. I mean, at that point of time. So therefore, this is the thing, right? Now, so do you feel that makes sense? If this is the thing that's making sense, I think this you can incorporate. These are the strategies. And third thing that is very important is called the offer. Offer में on the spot price, bonuses, like ऑन द स्पॉट लाइक डिसीजन मेकिंग बिकॉज इंडिया में हमारा वो रहता है कि हम लोग इंस्टेंट डिसीजन नहीं लेते बट कई इंपल्सिव लोग होते हैं वो लेते हैं कई लोग नहीं लेते दैट इज द थिंग देयर इज नथिंग कॉल्ड राइट और रॉन्ग राइट बट या आई मीन द आइडिया इज कि यू गिव देम ऑन द स्पॉट ऑफर बोनसेस दे दो बेस्ट सेलिंग ई बुक्स दे दो 5,000 रुपीज के अगेंस्ट 1,000 ई बुक्स दे दो 200 ई बुक्स दे दो 50 ऑडियो बुक्स दे दो दीज आर बेस्ट सेलिंग ई बुक्स इट इज समथिंग लाइक A Man Who Sold Ferrari, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Atomic Habits, Ikigai, all these kind of books, audio books. Agar if you get to buy from Amazon, that will cost you 5,000 rupees. कितना cost करेगा? 50,000 rupees. So charging 5,000 rupees, you have given them the instant 50,000 rupees bonus, compliment. तो उनको 50,000 का bonus मिल गया अभी 5,000 की value आप देंगे, right? That is what it is. So ultimately, even that offer is. तो जब वो trust पैदा हो जाता है, उसके बाद वो देखते हैं कि offer क्या है. If your offer is also good, then the people will end up buying it. Simple है. Right? I spent this time because I felt. तो अगर आप ये सब करते हैं, तो what do you think? Are you going to be in a blue ocean or are you going to be in the red ocean? Right? BO, if you think you are going to be in the blue ocean, if you're able to create that kind of a trust in that. Yeah, absolutely blue. Okay. Don't worry, Arun, we'll talk about that. Yeah, one to one. Okay. So this is the thing. So thank you so much for your understanding and I hope I'm able to put up across my time, my strategies to you. That is truly going to work, right? It is not going to work in a day. Don't think it's going to work overnight. It will work. It will take time, but it won't take ages also. And 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, we'll build it brick by brick, but you'll build it with a smile because you know that's for sure it's going to happen. For sure it's going to happen. So that is something that you're going to do. Now, so let's understand. अब हम आते हैं कि सेल्स की फनल क्या होती है तो इसको हम बहुत क्विकली अंडरस्टैंड करते हैं तो कोई भी वेदर यू आर गेटिंग इट फ्रॉम ऑर्गेनिक यू आर गेटिंग इट फ्रॉम फेसबुक एक सेल्स की फनल होती है सेल्स की फनल होती है उसमें कॉन्टैक्ट से कॉन्टैक्ट्स मतलब अवेयरनेस पहले आप क्रिएट करते हो सो उसमें उसमें से कॉन्टैक्ट आते हैं तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपके पास डेटा है अब डेटा है आपके पास कोचिंग सेंटर का बट सारे कोचिंग सेंटर तो इंटरेस्टेड नहीं हुए ना when you send them the messages maybe out of 1,000 people 50 people are interested those 50 people will respond to you उसको फिर आप क्वालिफाई करोगे क्वालिफिकेशन के बाद फिर आप एक जूम मीटिंग करोगे उनको उनको बताओगे कि इसके अंदर ये है एंड दिस इज द वे वी कैन पार्टनर एंड उसके बाद आप उनको प्रपोजल दोगे उनको प्रपोजल वो इवेल्युएट करेंगे कि उनको समझ आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है दे आर लाइकिंग द प्रपोजल और नॉट एंड देन फाइनली वी गोना क्लोज सो अल्टीमेटली I'm sorry, I mean, quite a few times I've been using a mix of English and Hindi, but I generally thought that everybody understand that. But I'll try to stick to this thing because a lot of people are subconscious. I forgot that, yeah. But emotions sometimes, it comes in, so it's okay. Anyway, so I'll stick to English and try to do that. So contact qualification. So first is awareness, then interest, then intent, then evaluation and purchase. Contact number hona chahiye. Who's the person who's gonna buy? That contact number. You have to, that is called data. You have to qualify that data. People who are interested, that's called lead. Lead के बाद meeting होगी, that is web conference में, Zoom में, Google Meet पे, and that is where you're going to put across your proposal. They will evaluate the proposal, and finally they'll say yes or no. That's the funnel that we have it now. Correct? तो ये pipeline है, ये funnel है. अब now we need to understand जो सबसे important चीज है, what you require is the data. चाहे वो you're doing it from Facebook, you're doing it from anywhere. You require a data, है ना जीरो कॉस्ट मार्केटिंग नहीं हम बात करेंगे ऑर्गेनिक मार्केटिंग में यू हैव अ डेटा इज समथिंग दैट यू रिक्वायर क्रिएटिव्स इज अनदर थिंग दैट यू रिक्वायर है ना यू हैव टू हैव अ गुड क्रिएटिव दैट शुड गो देन कॉपी विच यू गेट इट डन फ्रॉम चैट जीपीटी maybe then coming to landing page which is like a single page website you have to it's like your salesperson Then the hosting. If you have a landing page or a website, you have to host it in hosting GoDaddy anywhere. तो वो भी चाहिए आपको. Then what you require is a scheduling meeting. If you want to schedule a meeting, या तो आप डायरेक्ट जूम पे करते हो, अगर वन टू वन कर रहे हैं आपको कैलेंडली, you require a calendar, so that is also there. Then we are going to talk about the automation. If you get so many things there, and if you want a system to be there, then you have to have a automation. Automation has to be there. And then, because without automation, you will go mad. Because we are not now talking about, one lead, two lead, three lead, four lead. We are talking about the bulk leads. We are marketing onto the bulk leads. So if you don't have the right system, you will not be able to perform. You will be lost into the leads and management of the leads. It's an ample of time that will go waste into that. Then coming to bulk messaging, where आपको you'll have to send across the message to it so that the number doesn't get blocked. That is also the common challenge. Then coming to उसके बाद web conferencing, Zoom, Google Meet, whatever it is. And then finally what you require is ये ना एक और चीज एग्जाम्पल के लिए, राइट? लीड मैनेजमेंट. तो लीड मैनेजमेंट आपको चाहिए. तो हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है? वी रिक्वायर डेटा, क्रिएटिव, कॉपी, लैंडिंग पेज, होस्टिंग, शेड्यूलिंग मीटिंग, ऑटोमेशन, बल्क मैसेजिंग, वेब कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग एंड लीड मैनेजमेंट. पूरा सिस्टम चाहिए. नाउ फॉर एवरीथिंग, if you pinpoint one thing that you don't require, I won't have. I really won't have. If you want to run a business and you want to scale it to that 2-3 lakh rupees per month, if you want to rise and do the business, then these things are important. और इसको manage करने के लिए, you also need a tool. So what are the tools that you require? Now, these are essential sales tool if you want to do that. अगर one is called data. So data के लिए Google extractor होता है. Like I'm sure a couple of people would have it. Like so कुछ का expire होने वाला होगा. But yeah, so Google extractor होता है where whatever the data that you have it in the Google, it is going to extract the data. You want doctors data, chartered accountant data, coaching center data. All that data is available there in the Google. So you just have to have it in the structured format. तो गूगल एक्सट्रैक्टर चाहिए. क्रिएटिव्स के लिए आपको कैनवा इज गुड, बट कैनवा प्रो में देयर आर लॉट ऑफ फीचर्स दैट हेल्प्स यू. You can do it fast and make a highly converting creatives. So that is for where you require a creatives. You require a copy. Chat GPT आपका काम करता है, which is free. Landing pages, उसके लिए आपको WordPress चाहिए, Elementor चाहिए, website server, Hostinger or GoDaddy or Namecheap. Then you require scheduling a meeting के लिए there's a tool called Calendly. Now automation के लिए there's a tool called Pabbly. Then bulk messaging के लिए there's a WhatsApp API. There's nothing else that you can do it. Don't send messages from your own WhatsApp. Otherwise you'll get banned. Web conferencing के लिए Google Meet is good enough. Lead management के लिए require a CRM. Now so many tools that you require, and that seems very confusing. And यार ये तो मतलब this is not something that I can do. And that sounds like a crazy thing, where we have, a lot of automation and everything is coming to, we'll have to become a computer engineer. But yes, it takes an effort. But once you made an effort one time, you don't have to do it everything together. But एक बार once you put in the effort and actually automated the thing, then the life is going to be very serious. It is like you don't have to dig a well from the Kua every day. You have dug the well once and you're going to get the water every day. So it is like that. But let's understand that. ये जो होता है डेटा के लिए गूगल एक्सट्रैक्टर, कैनवा के लिए दिस, बट कॉपी जो चैट जीपीटी है दैट इज द थिंग विच इज कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री. एंड वेब कॉन्फ्रेंसिंग के लिए गूगल मीट दैट इज ऑल्सो कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री. रेस्ट ऑल द थिंग्स दैट यू पे फॉर if you are doing this and you don't realize. If you are following a system, then you will realize that you have to pay for. So data, Google extractor है, creatives है, landing page है, इस सब के लिए आपको these are the kind of tools that you'll require, right? Now, idea is that one is the choice that the way we are doing it, we can do it. Second, the choice that we have it, we can actually go one step ahead and we can say we got a car, but we need a fuel to run the car. So better we get this. And these are all the tools that comes in on the 1 year subscription. When you buy Canva Pro, it costs 4,000 rupees and you have to pay the Canva Pro 4,000 rupees. And that comes with 1 year subscription. So ultimately that is the thing. So ultimately, if you really talk about it, so ये essential tools है, but these are very, very essential tools. I'll just quickly talk about it. First is called the essential tool list, that is called the Google Extractor. So it basically gives you a data into a Excel format, and it has a capacity to give you anything between 5 to 7,000 to 10,000 data every day. Every day it can give it to you. So, for example, you are in Chennai, you want a data of the coaching institutes in Chennai. See, the data is already public and available in the Google. The only thing is you can't keep on writing and copying into the Excel the data which is there. So ultimately, to copy that, this is the software which is not an official software, honestly, but this is the software which is basically being used so that if you want a structured data into an Excel sheet, along with their name, telephone number, email ID, addresses, pin code number, rating, everything that you get on Google Extractor. So that's the best part of it, right? Google Extractor, so you're able to extract the data that remains with you for a year's time. Generally, I mean, it works, but sometimes it even like gives the trouble, then, we just try to solve that, like we get the another one. Second thing is called the Canva free. Canva free and Canva Pro, there's a lot of difference for that matter. I mean, definitely the free templates and like, the photos and all this stuff, everything is like Canva. Once you start using a Canva Pro, will you stop using the Canva free? Because it has got a lot of limitations, like, which is there. You can't use a lot of pictures and they're very limited this time. So you'll come out of it because once you're getting into the business, the creatives and a lot of other things are required to be designed. And the Canva Pro gives you that lay-by. So it costs about 4,000 rupees a year normally. Then comes the landing page. I've got a landing page of mine also, which I can show it to you. And this is the landing page of career counseling. I've not published it right now. And because there's certain spelling mistake, which my guy has to take care of it. But yeah, there's a landing page which is there. And I would also like to share how does the landing page look like. So I will be sharing that with you also. Give me a sec. Let me see if it's all. I can just do that right away. So can you see this landing page right now? This is the landing page that we have it. And we're still in the process of this thing. I'll give the link to you. You want to copy a content, you can do that. And right. So this is the landing page which talks about discover the perfect stream career path and future-proof roadmap using AI-powered psychometric analysis. So your child avoids confusion wrong. So it's like this thing. Yahan pe, I have to add the video right now temporarily. I've just put the picture. Then book your discovery session with 49 rupees. Okay, all that stuff. Then there's a testimonial videos which are there. And then 6 learnings that will transform the career of your kids, what you learn. Then what if your child could have 100% clarity before choosing their career, absolute clarity on the right stream. Yahan pe abhi the things has to come in. Book your discovery session now. Ye aa gaya. Then what if you don't take an action now and keep procrastinating it? What is that you're going to lose? That is the fear psyche that is there. Then FOMO hai. What parents are facing in career decisions today? So traditional method kya hai and what is the scientific method? Traditional method mein and scientific method mein, what is the difference? When you look at the mobile, it is more different. It look more beautiful. What makes our approach different? So how are we different? That differentiating factor, you are a government certified career counselor, 100% money back. These are things that you can write it over there. Then meet your host. You can talk about that. Then frequently ask questions, and that is the way the landing page is there. That's the complete structure of a landing page that is there. Correct? So now the thing is, when you have such kind of a landing pages, and it is your salesperson, once you've done it, so anybody visiting there, you have your videos, you have your pictures, you've got a content, everything. So that's one-time mehnat. It's like teaching and training the salesperson, and the salesperson will continue to keep performing for you. Then coming to the hosting website. To host the website, it costs the money because you are buying a server, this thing. So server for a year. So that is there. And then comes in the Calendly. Calendly is very important. Like these days, there's something called the VSL panel where you bring the person from एक तो होता है webinar where 50 people, 100 people, 200 people are there. एक होता है when one person is also interested, a person goes to a link which is a Calendly and book a slot for yourself. We have opened up the slots for half an hour or whatever time. The person will click that and will book it. If second person will come in and want to book that slot that is already booked, so it will not show you that. It will go to next slot which is available and the person can book that. So you don't have to say, fine, what time suits you? Are you comfortable at this time? Okay, no, I'm good. I have a meeting there. So can we do it at this time? You don't have any kind of a system. There's a Calendly. Whatever slots booked, it will not show you. Whatever slots are available, it will show you. So this is something today, it's kind of a must tool for everybody. And everything has got a free version also, but free version में उतना मजा नहीं आता. It has got a lot of limitation. Then comes in the automation. When you have to automate the everything, when the lead has come in, the lead has come in, it has to enter into the CRM. And CRM, when the person has to call onto a particular day, then the all the list of the people to whom the calling has to be done today will pop up. And when you call upon them, then a person will say yes, no, or maybe the person will not, the phone will be ringing. So what is the remark you're going to put it? So it is a complete systemized way where you can monitor every call, every conversation, even to an extent there's a recording that comes in. So I think that is something which is called the complete automation. And the person who has who's paid the money will get the kit. So that's again automated. Automatically, the person has paid the money, the kit will go to him. And the person who has said not interested, you will remove that. And the person who says we into the follow up, there are other testimonial things and a lot of other things that you can actually send it across to them. So that's the purpose of automation. It's a little time consuming, but once it is done, like it is there. And I think it's worth to do it for yourself. Then comes in the interact, that is the WhatsApp API. It's सबसे important है मेरे लिए and हर एक के लिए. Today, there was a time when we used to send the bulk messaging from the bulk messaging software. But what used to happen is earlier, even you send 2000 messages from your personal WhatsApp number through the help of a software, it will not get banned so easily. But today, even if you send 50 numbers, it will get banned. So it is very dangerous to get your number blocked and banned every time. So you don't have to do it through the WhatsApp API. You don't have to do it from the personal listing. You should do it from the WhatsApp API. WhatsApp API is the official API services provided by and the money that you actually like goes to them, that goes to the WhatsApp people. So therefore, they allow the marketing to be done. And for every business message, they are charged. There are two kind of messages which are there. One is called marketing and one is called utility. Marketing message costs you about a rupee for every contact where the message is being delivered, but utility will just cost you 11 paisa. So what there is always a way out that majority of the messages that you can actually write it in such a fashion so that it will fall into the utility and you are able to deliver, right? So that doesn't get spam and that you don't get it. So if you've got a data of a doctors of 1,000 people, 10,000 people, let's say you have a data of 2,000 doctors and you want to, like approach them that fine, they should get the career counseling done for the child, but you're not aware who will have the child between this age group or DMIT if you're promoting. So certain people will have it, maybe 35, 40% people may have it. And rest of the doctors may be not falling into that bracket where they have children. So ultimately, you just have to randomly just send them. So when you're sending them, there's no other way you can send them. It will get blocked, but it's a WhatsApp API through which you can send them. Correct? When you send them to the WhatsApp API, if it sounds like a marketing message to them, they will actually put it into the marketing. They'll charge 1 rupee per message. But if you convert into the utility, you use the language and that too, you can get it done from the chat GPT. Create a message. I want to do this. I'm targeting this. Create a message which falls into the utility of. So utility message chala jayega, it will only cost 11 rupees. For example, if you can see the screen. So last message मैंने आपको भेजा था, that is for 1,094 people attempted, sent to 1,000 people, 93% delivered, 11% people read, and then this was on 26. So I had sent the second time the messages which were there, and the people, it is in the utility. Utility means 1030 into 0.11. Roughly about 164, 165 rupees I've spent to actually send it to 1,000 people. It's that simple. But whatever that you do, do it through WhatsApp API. Don't do it through bulk software messages because now the WhatsApp has become very aggressive and they want that everything should happen through the channel. So we should be in a position to respect that. We don't have a choice. Okay. Now coming to CRM. After that, the CRM is also very important. CRM क्यों important है? So that it manages the every lead. I was talking about that. So exactly like follow up में कितने, what are the contact groups, what are the conversation, what are the recording of the conversation, if you got an executive, and a lot of that stuff which happens. So ultimately, but the challenge is that if you actually buy all these tools, it will cost you 87,000 rupees per year, every year. Google Extractor 2,000, Canva Pro 4,000 का subscription है. Website landing page build करना है, to get it to build, a guy charges 5,000 rupees each. 10,000 is gone. Hosting a website server जहाँ पे डालेंगे 2,000 वहां चला गया. Calendly का paid subscription. Tably automation का paid subscription 24,000. WhatsApp API bulk messaging is 12,000. CRM is 12,000. It's 87,000. That's the amount, right? Now, there are some services which are not essential but very good to have it. LMS, 20,000 rupees. LMS is where you are able to park the course. For example, some people are into Vedic maths. Some people are into, they want to actually promote the courses. Somebody is a physics teacher, chemistry teacher. They want to park. Say, for example, my complete training is into the app. And app में सारे modules and everything is there. You can have unlimited courses and you can have a drip system कि एक के बाद दूसरा खुलेगा. A lot of facilities which are there. So that generally, like app may it costs about 24,000 rupees a year for class plus which I'm using. 24,000 rupees a year, right? So today, if I just want to use the LMS, so LMS will cost about 20,000 rupees. Bulk WhatsApp sender will cost 4,000. Account software, if you want to put an accounting, automatic accounting हो जाए, that will cost you 5,000 rupees. And एक URL shortener होता है जो बहुत जरूरी नहीं है, but it's good to have it. It's like 1,000. So 30,000 rupees ka year. LMS is very important in this because LMS is important for the not for career counseling, not for DMLT, but for the people who have got study skills, like midbrain activation, some other skills, abacus you are teaching, Vedic maths, any other thing that you're teaching, then this becomes very important for you, right? तो ये चीज है. But अभी मैंने इसको डाला हुआ है, तो ये दोनों का, if you really look at it, it's like 1,17,000 rupees of the thing that you require to invest every year. And let me tell you, we have been investing that kind of a money on a yearly basis with them. We have lived with that tool for almost about 5 years now. We have all the tools that I'm talking about it. So this is something, and that definitely pinches because it's not something affordable. See, we have reached the level, so therefore, we can afford it definitely. But at the beginning of this thing, if at all, if I ask you, I don't think anybody can really afford that kind of a thing. But the challenge is that without that, you can't even scale the business. So you are into the vicious cycle that you can't spend that kind of a money, but at the same time, this is the challenge. So what is the thing that you want to do? So let's understand there's a solution that we have. And now this solution is something which will have, like, which doesn't cost a bomb, but it will offer you a complete all-in-one tools, right? Now, this is something which is launched, but onto the soft launch right now. And this is something which is going to come in about 20 days to 30 days time. We already have it. It's working. And I'm going to show you the live dashboard. So this is a kind of an optional for the people because whatever that you have, I've told you the strategy. This is that strategy. One way is that if you want a data, you can just call upon the person or you can just like write it everything. Or one is you can use the Google Extract. Similarly, for like if you want the web, the landing pages, either you pay 10,000 rupees, or if you get a landing page builder where you can build the landing page within 2 to 3 hours by yourself, a very high converting landing page. So if you want to do like if you want to have all in one tool, I would like to introduce. I was working on this for a very long time, and finally we could pick up one which is truly amazing. So I'll just share with you and you see if it makes sense for you. Now, demo that I'm going to give it to you is, in a sec. So a very quick demo that I'm going to give it to you. That is about, yeah. Okay. So this is that thing that's called AI Aura funnel. I mean, this is something. Now, this is the all-in-one dashboard. And the best part is this is all-in-one dashboard Even your DMIT software and psychometric software and everything is going to be parked there. But it has got tremendous potential. Like rather than having this, and everything being spread out and then spending also, one, you have to spend a lot of money. If you want to have a simple solution, that is what I'm gonna present now to you. Now, one is like this, something called, this comes into the subscription of 1 year, and that is called the dashboard. Dashboard में आपको total opportunity. For example, if you want to check कितनी cold leads है, warm leads है, hot leads है, one lost, it will give you total contacts, like कितने total contacts है, student कितने हैं, what is the percentage of conversion, what is the due today, upcoming due. So if you want to total follow up, what is the due follow up today? So that list will pop up. You'll call them up. Overdue kitne ho gaye, you're gonna call them up. You were into the break, you couldn't call up and completed. Everything is there. Total active WhatsApp device. You can have, just say you have a personal WhatsApp. You can have unlimited WhatsApp. Let's say you've got a team of 5 people and everybody has got a WhatsApp and you want to monitor that. So you can actually have all the WhatsApp being scanned and you will have in the central place where everybody's messages are coming. So what are the chats are happening? You are in control of your team. So that is the thing. WhatsApp official API. WhatsApp official API costs 1,000 rupees per month. That's 12,000 rupees. Now here it is complimentary, right? It is only the message ka jo cost hota hai, utility message and marketing, that is there, but this cost which they charge is complimentary. Marketing ka CPL, for example, if you are doing a Facebook advertisement, then what is the ad spend? What is the cost per lead? What is the ROS that is there? So you can control it in one dashboard. Then total revenue earned, it is about the expense, revenue, profitability. Then leaders dashboard, let's say if you got a sales team, then, like who's performing better, how many conversions, everything that comes in. Webinar stats, how many people registered, how many people have shown up. Then during the pitching, how many people were there, what is the total sales, subscriber kitne, send kitne hai, email status, how many people you send the email to, like, delivered kitne hai, failed kitne hai, opening rate is there, all that stuff. Then coming to automation stats, active, disabled, matlab all that stuff. Then LMS, how many courses you have parked, students kitne hai usme, comment, completion kitna, ye sara aata hai. Calendly booking ka, all the things are going to come up. Sales data, it's going to give you the complete sales data. You are in control of, in one dashboard, you are in control of everything. Now, I will be very quickly touching that because it's very important and very elaborate. And I've just got hold of it. It will take 15 minutes time for 15 days time for myself to get hold of it. I can give it to you today, but I'm not going to give it to you today. In case you would be interested, I'll give it to you. Like, I'll have a pre-booking, but I'll do it only after 15 to 20 days. But let's understand what it can do. If you are into the e-commerce business, saris and all this stuff, you can create a shop of yours, e-shop. If you want to build the website, unlimited website in 1 year's time, you don't require a hosting separately. So there is a builder and you can build the landing pages. What kind of a landing pages or a website that you can build up? I will show you that. So this is the landing page that I'm talking about it, which is being built on this particular platform, built by the person himself. How beautiful is that if you really look at it? This is the landing page. I'm going to talk about it. It is being built on this particular platform, right? Correct. This is the thing. So ultimately, at the end of it, if you really look at it, there are beautiful things that you can generate and you can actually like build up unlimited landing pages. Correct? Unlimited landing pages. Then you can have unlimited domains. For example, mine is mindplease.com. I want to park your domain into this. I can park any number of domains into this unlimited. If I got a franchisee system, or if not the franchisee system, I may charge you and then say, keep fine, I'll park you into this thing. You don't require to have a separate this thing hosting to be done. That's going to be a completely right thing. Then chat forms, kaise humko add karna hai, that is there. Ads in social media. If you want to perform the ad from there, you can do that. If you want to do the posting in social media, post create karna hai, you want to connect accounts, you want to send it across, you can do that. You want to shorten the URL. This is a big URL. You want to keep it very small and personalized. You can do that. So these are certain benefits. The best part that I'm talking about here is that is called the building the unlimited landing pages. Because sometimes what happens, the landing page works for some time and then it gets. Then comes in the lead management part of it. Lead management part of it, like, the CRM. How many leads are there? Let's say 1,000 people, you had sent the message. How many people were interested? How many people were sent automatically the WhatsApp, automatic email? How many people have been called upon? What have they responded to? Everything is going to come over. So ये पूरा आपको यहाँ पे मिल जाएगा. Then coming to the lead automation. Lead automation maybe you have a WhatsApp group and you have a official WhatsApp. That's called WhatsApp API, as I was talking about. Then you have the workflow. You can create the complete workflow. See what is the first step, second step, third step, so that every system is automatically, you are sleeping and the things are working automatically. Right? You can send the bulk SMS, you can send the IVR, voice notes, all this stuff. This is to be launched through SMS, and this SMS and IVR, you can connect it and you get the benefit of it. Then there's something called the AI suite that is there. I mean, that is about the AI agents and a lot of stuff that is also a part of it. So, which is also there in this. So you can have a AI brain where you can train the AI, and AI on your behalf will automatically answer what are the queries that the person is going to chat. So you have trained one time the AI, you have actually given the answers for all the queries and then finally park there. So AI will pick up the relevant, if the person has asked, is there any discount? So it will pick up the relevant thing and just answer that. So it is better than the chatbot, and it is something that works pretty well. Right? The AI funnels, AI brain. You can create a landing pages, with the AI brain also, and that's faster. Then comes in the operation part of it. That is for school, complete school. If you are operating a school, complete attendance and all this stuff, that is a complete project which is there. I'll not spend time on that. I may not even give you that right now because that's not something which is useful for you. Then coming to the integrated unified inbox. यहाँ पे जितना email से message आ रहा है, WhatsApp से आ रहा है, whatever SMS से आ रहा है, whatever is there, all the messages are unified and that will be visible over there. Then comes in, then comes in Calendly that I was talking about it. So a person can book the appointments. You can have the slots being open. That is also there. Then coming to the finance, if you want to keep the track of automatically the profitability and losses. So whatever sales comes in automatically get tracked and stuff like that. So it is like sales, GST invoices if you already require. What are the transactions? What are the expenses that has happened? Reports can be generated. Payment gateways can be attached. It's a beautiful software. Accounting की पूरी problem खत्म. Now this is coming to community. Community में, like, for example, this is the DMIT software. I can launch my software, number of courses whichever wanted. If you are a Vedic maths person, just launch that. So the way I've done it on the training, that is on the app, the same thing on the web. This is the platform. And let me tell you, people do charge 3,000 rupees per month for minimum for this. And you can get into it. There are a lot of people who are there. They're charging 20,000 a year, 25,000 rupees a year. और पर मंथ अगर आता है तो 2,000 3,000, दैट इज द काइंड ऑफ थिंग. तो वेब में बहुत सारे लोग हैं. अब से फॉर एग्जांपल आई वांट टू ऑपरेट माय DMIT सॉफ्टवेयर. आई विल जस्ट गो हेयर, आई से क्लिक and I'll say this. I'll click this DMIT software. Now I don't have to go to that particular link and think of it. DMIT software aa gaya. Na, DMIT software has come in. So this is something which is there. I want to generate the lifetime report, whichever report. I can generate the report from it. Okay. Then we have, then we have further to that. Similarly, we have got psychometric software. I want to go to psychometric software. I want to generate the report. It is there in the same dashboard. I don't have to go anywhere. Your softwares are already there. You can use it. You have a link, but what I've done is I just simply pasted that link over there. URL को मैंने यहाँ लगा दिया. From here, it's going to happen. That's a new psychometric software. There are a couple of people who have got an older one, so they must be wondering what it is. So anyway, so this is the thing, and then there's a settings and a lot of other things. So this is the thing. I just try to actually help you to understand. You can have a AI staff also for you. So this is something which is an amazing tool all in one, where you don't have to spend that 1,20,000 rupees. Why I cracked the deal with them is primarily I was looking forward for something for me. Unfortunately, it is launched in India now, and it largely works very well. So this is something that is there, and I have already taken it. I've taken the 10 slots right now, and this is under the pre-launch. I'll give it to you in 20 to 30 days time. But this is something which will definitely change your level. The pre-launch इसका offer है. That's 14,999 rupees per annum. That is the thing. The people who would be interested can just scan it and do it. The people who feel that they want to go it with the existing thing, that is also okay. So my idea is that anything new, because sales is a very critical thing, and you require a tool. So to my mind, I wanted to get it for myself, but when you get it for 10 people, it comes with a this thing. So I thought, why not to have it the 10 slots. So the first 10 people who are going to be coming will get that. In case that interests you, in case it doesn't interest you, that's completely okay. But this is the thing that is there. Now, I would like to understand from you, is there any questions that you may have it in the mind? You can ask me anything related to a complete training, complete things that I talked about it. I would now like to look at the complete thing. It is going to be white label. Yes. So how can I personally meet you? Harish, you can call me any point of time tomorrow. Today will be tomorrow, Monday. You can give me a call after 11 to 5, anytime. And 5 o'clock, I will be have a session, but before that, you can call it. Can we download the multiple reports at schools? Multiple reports at schools. You can download unlimited reports at schools. That is for sure. Yeah, school wala बहुत interesting है. If you wanted, I can separately help you to, I can just schedule a separate call for you for this, right? Because school के लिए पूरा management system है. It has got it. I'm not touched because it is so much of it. It is beautiful product where a complete school, your attendance, the staff member, the complete timetable, the teacher's timetable, every child will have their own login and stuff like that. Acha, you have three schools, Rekha. So I think it will be very, very helpful for you. I mean, definitely I'll do that. So I'll connect with you. How did you like it? Tell me. How did you like this whole thing? Do you think, see, let us understand when you are actually doing a business, there always a choice. There's a free way you can do a business, but that's very slow. But you can use of a technology. Technology को use करके you can grow the business today. And that is the biggest thing. Technology is there. Make it as your best friend and, invest wisely. But important is without investment, nothing is going to happen. Of Google extractor, so you can have unlimited data of the people coming in. Then you have to send the WhatsApp message. Then WhatsApp API chahiye. You have to tie up with the teachers or the coaching center so that you can collaborate with them. How do you do that? You can't keep on calling everybody. That's very frustrating. You can call only the people who are interested. That makes sense. So ये जो पूरा काम है, you require these tools. And that's what exactly that's going to happen. Bulk, what's is additional cost is for per year? Per year, it's gonna be the 15K only. That's generally a pre-launch offer. उसके बाद वो 25 ही होगा. But ये 10 slots and that is something that I'm gonna give it for 15. And then additional slots you're gonna buy for it to be just see. Okay, but this is something, which has got everything, single dashboard. You can create your landing page. This is the most beautiful part of it. और अपने हिसाब से कर सकते हैं. See, there's lot of it. So if you are talking about the support that we are going to give it to you, we are going to give it to you. हर एक का एक वीडियो ट्यूटोरियल होता है, उसको आप देख के समझना पड़ेगा, करना पड़ेगा. उसके बाद if you require, we can still do that. But as of now, what I'm trying to say is कि इसको you have to really just get into it. You go slow on that. Certain things like WhatsApp API immediately कर लो, landing page immediately बना लो. LMS को immediately integrate कर दो. जो workflow होता है उसको थोड़ा सा integrate करने में it takes a learning from about a week, 10 days time. That's what it is. But do that. I think it's fun to do it. We'll do it together, no? What is the problem? Okay. Can you put the scanner on screen again? I'm gonna put the scanner into the screen. Okay, next time. Okay, this is the scanner on the screen. And I'll not take it more than 10 as of now. But yeah, so thank you so much for the people who liked it. I'm working as a government teacher and create landing page in my name. Yeah, it is going to be onto your own brand name and the complete landing page, and you can have unlimited this thing. Let's say your company name is narsimharaju.com. So that is going to be there. Unlimited, unlimited landing pages, unlimited hosting. You can do it. It's actually very powerful. I'm not able to explain you because I'm not a creator, but I got hold of it. So window shopping, I've done it. I loved it. I said it's useful for me. I thought the people who want to scale it, it can be useful for you. So why not? So let's say that is our idea. And okay, congratulations to you, Nagarjuna. You can rebrand to others also. You can rebrand नहीं कर सकते. You can't rebrand at this point of time. Rebranding का cost you about 2,40,000 rupees per year. That's very expensive. That even I am not taking it right now. So you don't have to worry about it. Rebranding, you can actually, like, for example, if you're creating a landing page for somebody, like that, you can maybe do it. You can park unlimited this thing and charge them for a yearly basis. But you can't rebrand for somebody else. You can rebrand for yourself. So आपका dashboard है, you can rebrand to any name, but one name only. Okay, it is white label. You can do it white label. Just the URL and that will not be white label right now. Price is hide. There's a price. It's 14,900. Thank you so much, Chetan. You liked it. All right. So I think, I don't know if we can rebrand. I've already paid. So there are a lot of people who have taken that. I'm quite happy that you are looking at, like, going to the next level. But Eki, you have to give me some time, 20, 25, 30 days, because I'm just like, I want to give it in a fashion. It's a pre-book offer. And I trust me, I'm going to launch it for 25,000 rupees. 25,000 rupees, not even a single thing. Okay. All right. So how did you like the complete session, guys? Are you happy with the today's session? Did I make sense for you? Did I actually put in the effort? And could you get a confidence in the scale of 1 to 10? Just write down where were you earlier. Let's say you were at 3, 4, and what is your confidence now? 3 था, अभी 5 है, 7 है, 8 है, या 3 से 2 हो गया है. Whatever it is there. But please do comment me. I want to understand that. What is your confidence level, please? 5 to 10. That's great. Good to hear that, Chetan. Nagarjuna, you can definitely do that. It was a real booster. Thank you, Rajeshwari ji. Thank you, Chetan. Thank you, Rajeshwari. Great, Amit. Congratulations. Thank you, Jagtar. Thank you, Arun, for this. Vasudev, okay. All right, so this is what all that I had it for today, and you can just take the screenshot of the scanner in case you're thinking to do it. But yeah, it is only for the 10 people. If the 10 people would have already done that, I would stop it, and I will not be able to take it today unless I open the slots. If you want a confirmation, not sure if I am in a position to do that. Give me a sec, please. In the meantime, if you have the queries, you can still continue to keep on writing it. I'm just checking and confirming the people. Okay, sorry. All right. So anyway, thank you so much. I think that was all that I had it. I'm just looking at the queries. If at all there's additional queries that has come in, I will be very happy to answer that. I'll take it from the bottom. Could I shift it to the platform? Yeah, you can shift the website to the platform, Yasmin, completely. I can support to the other client also. Yes, you can support it to the other client. उनके आप landing page बना सकते हो उसमें. You can charge them, and annually you will get the renewal. So it's a subscription model for you. Okay, Nagarjuna from 5 to 9. What is 5 to 9? 5 to 10. That's great. Okay, Nagarjuna, just give me a sec. And I'm going to stop this screen. And I want to see everybody now. Okay. Can I see everybody now? Yeah. Are you guys able to see it today to each other? आज दिख रहा है आज भी नहीं दिख रहा है. Yes? Yes or no? No. Oh my God, I'm too poor in technology. I must admit that. Okay, anyways. So that is fine. I think Nagarjuna, you wanted to speak out something? Let me see if at all I can change the setting to unmute myself. Nagarjuna, you can just unmute yourself and speak, whatever it is.
Yeah, hello, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Very good
Uh,
afternoon, sir.
so actually, I'm the director of Montessori School. We have two branches, and
Okay.
5 months back, I got appointed by Education Ministry as a national mentor as an MM. I'm
Oh,
serving.
nice.
So career counseling is a very big. There is a good scope in future in India mainly, as there are many trainings are going on. So last year I had bought a product because of the proper system. As I was very busy, I could not get into pipeline. I don't know how did I join this session like just 2 days back, and I just got a message. I just thought I just wanted to connect back, and the
Hmm.
system what he had made now, this is what me and many people were waiting for. So thank you so much for getting things very easy from our side. See, we may have good network and skills to connect and promote, but we are very lacking in the connecting and merging everything in a single line and implementing part.
Exactly.
So thank you so
Absolutely.
much once again for being as a guide and mentor for us, and hope many students will get help through this program. Thank you so much once again from my side, sir.
Pleasure. I mean, for such a kind words, that's quite encourage the person of your level coming and just commenting that, that encourages me to do a bit more for you and extra more for you. So yeah, thanks again for a lovely,
Thank you.
lovely words. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. So thank you so much, guys, and love your energies and love your time. Taking break now. Enjoy your Sunday.